About 30,000 fans expected today at Kyle Field.
What's up, everyone? KJ3 here, and it's time. Gators versus Aggies in Kyle Field. Our first time being there since 2012 when we took on Johnny Football in his first ever game in college. First time we played Texas A&M since we wore these olive swamp green uniforms that everyone was very controversial on. Anyways, that was with Tuesday Franks and Jim McElwain as our coaches. Now we got Dan Mullen and Heisman leading candidate Kyle Trask and Kyle Pitts. The incredible Kyle-to-Kyle connection. Let's see what Texas A&M's got against us. Texas A&M lost to Alabama last week. Gators coming in ranked 2-0. So, I don't know. What do y'all think the score will be in this game? What is going on, everyone? The line is Florida by 6. I think Florida will cover, so I think Florida will win on more than 6. Honestly, I'm thinking this score, I want to say like 38.
In the early part of the season, the Texas A&M defense is going to have their hands full.
27, something around there. Something around 7 to 13 points. I do not think we'll win by more than 2 touchdowns. I think it'll be a little closer than that. Expecting us to pull away at halftime. But then again, let's see if they can stop our offense. Our offense is that good.
He's had some gaudy stats. But can he beat?
All right, guys. Looks like we're ready for kickoff. I hope so. I hope Brad Stewart and Kyrie Campbell are back this game, but we'll see. Defense has been suspect all year long, as we all know. But this is our first legitimate test. I mean, Lane Kiffin's kind of surprised us in how good his offense is. But this is our real first test against a team that's been through the ringer last year, had probably the hardest schedule in football last year, and they somehow still won a bowl game. So let's see what we do. And if y'all did not know, Kyle Trask earlier this week said his whole entire family are Texas A&M Aggies. He was named after Kyle Field. Kyle Trask was named Kyle after Kyle Field. So you know he's going to ball today. Flea flicker first play. Oh, my God. Trey Grimes. Nice little 16-yard run. First down.
Little trickery to start today's game. And try to take a shot over the
I'm not sure Campbell or Stewart are back. Let's see whenever we're on defense. I hope so. Man, I really hope Stewart's back. He's supposed to be our star. First down on first down. Let's go.
Very smart with the football in the early going. As his offense rolling. 17 yards on the first play.
Throw, slant, shorter.
Pulled in.
Shorter Pitts? No, that's Pitts. That's Pitts. He looks like Justin Shorter out there. I mean, Kyle Pitts looks like a tall receiver. Like, oh my gosh.
All over the field. They'll line up in the line in a traditional tight end alignment.
2nd and 2.
They'll line up in stack alignment in bunches like he is right here. They'll line up as a wide receiver, just trying to find a favorable matchup.
Ball 49. Damian Pierce handoff. Takes the first tackle in the backfield. Lowers that shoulder. First down Gators.
Wow, he absolutely trucked.
What's up, everyone? If you are new to this channel, go ahead, hit that thumbs up button, hit that subscribe. Go ahead, turn on post notifications so you know when I go live for our Gators. Next week, 3:30, LSU in the swamp. First down, Gators. Cross midfield now.
Feel great about what both Malik Davis and Damian Pierce can do while carrying the football for the Gators offense. Both are juniors. Davis from Tampa, Pierce from Georgia. Play action here for Trask.
Pass looking, throw, second level.
He was going
trying to go to Tony.
Good defense by Devin Morris. This is a prolific Florida offense.
An AMP energy drink today, y'all. You know I like my energy drinks.
They're number 2 in yards per play. They put up over 640 yards against Ole Miss.
2nd and 10.
Record against an SEC team.
So Kyle.
22-year-old, fifth-year senior quarterback. Kyle Trask working on 2nd and 10 at the A&M 46-yard line.
And Pierce. Oh, comes back. Hey, managed to get 4 yards out of nothing. So, 36.
You can see our sky cam has a little visitor there. What was it with bugs landing
Bug on the camera.
A huge story all over the place. Sets up a big third down here for Florida's offense.
36.
Attendance to people limited. The insects have had it.
I like the noon start in our first game. I hate it, the fact that we are in the central time zone in this noon. I hate that.
Given how much they trust their quarterback and their offensive personnel. So might have 2 downs to get it here early in this game.
36, just outside field goal range.
Gonna snap it here.
I know.
And Dan Mullen calls a timeout to avoid
Timeout for
the
it.
delay of game penalty. Mullen in his third year has done a tremendous job so far with the Gators. His offense facing a third down when we come back.
Noon starts, man. I hate when we go across that central time zone. Vanderbilt, Texas A&M, we're always stuck with the noon start when we do that. It's like they're trying to get us on 11 a.m. body time, and usually we come out not firing on all cylinders on these nooner games, especially when we go across that time zone. So, no, not a fan, really, of the noon games. I prefer night games, but hey, it is what it is. You know, we get that W out of the way, and then we get to watch our rivals lose and root for them to lose. And, you know, there's some good football on later. Y'all, we got Tennessee, Georgia at 3:30, and then Clemson, Miami tonight at 7:30. There's some good football. There's some good football today. So the fact that we play at noon today with 2 very marquee matchups being in the afternoon and at night, I don't have a problem with it. Not this week. No. I mean, for me as a fan, I can go watch the good games, you know? It's not going to be the same time as the Gators. So, I mean, just depends. Sometimes I enjoy the noon games, sometimes I don't. But right now, today,
I'm a physician.
I'd rather us be a later game because we are playing at Texas A&M. It's the furthest west that we will go in the SEC. So the fact that we're stuck with the noon kickoff, whatever. All right, we'll get the win.
To make it a reality. Without Andrea, my financial advisor through Northwestern Mutual,
I mean, it's hard to wake up and get going early when, you know.
Andrea has my best interest at heart. She protected my dream.
Where can a healthier heart lead you?
Anyway, take our first time out early. I'm okay with it. Start at 6, and we're just outside of field goal range. It's the first drive of the game. I'm okay with it.
Don't take Entresto with pregnant. It can cause harm or
I don't know what took us so long to get the play called and to get set up, because that looks like why Dan called the timeout. We wouldn't have been able to get the snap off. But
low blood pressure, kidney problems.
take me to get sometimes. I mean,
ask your doctor about
as long as we get the first, does the timeout really matter that much?
You wake up craving a fresh baked biscuit topped with tender.
So if we get a touchdown, then the timeout was worth it.
How about now? The new Prime Rib and Friday.
Honestly, if we have points, it'll be worth it.
Feed your happiness.
Saturday Night Football presents the Duel in Death Valley.
So what's everyone think about Tennessee? I don't know. I think Tennessee is going to give Georgia a good little punch today. Tennessee, man, I've been watching them. Been watching Georgia, too. Georgia, yeah, they did well against Auburn last week. But still not sold on that offense. Still not sold. Defense is great for Georgia, but I'm still not sold on the offense.
The wins over Ole Miss and South Carolina are facing 1-1 Texas A&M. The Aggies struggled against Vanderbilt.
There we go.
Week 1.
Tight end left.
Lee
Davis in the backfield.
Looking to bounce back today. Florida faced with a third down and 6 at the A&M 42. Preseason
Gators.
All-SEC quarterback Kyle Trask, the first at Florida since Tim Tebow back in 09. We're going to make something happen here on third down.
Man rush.
Trask sees some
Run, Kyle, run.
Takes off. And Trask is up.
Be short, 4th and short.
It appears to be just short. We'll see if they go on 4th down. But
We're in McPherson range, though. So Trask got us in field goal range.
Probably thinking 4 down.
And we're going. Going for it.
And Davison is running back.
The lead.
Makes a nice move and picks up the first down. That was a great cut in space at the point of attack. And he moves it all the way down to the Texas A&M 29. That was a great cut. And you see number 2, Michael Clemens.
Kyle Pitts with the block, man.
Ooh,
Pitts! Oh, you can block too!
Excellent job there. Feeling the right side of the offensive line collapse. Bouncing it into the outside for the conversion. Excellent patient run there by the veteran back. 7 yards.
Tight end right, running back right.
So fresh set of downs at the Aggie 30-yard line. They go back to Davis.
Bounce it out. There you go. Should have bounced it a little sooner. Lee.
A 5-yard run there for Davis. Brought down by Leon O'Neal Jr., safety from Cypress.
Second and 5.
It's so funny. You asked Dan Mullen.
Go Gators. Welcome.
We're a power run offense. That's who we are. Dating back to Florida with Tebow, and then, of course, in Mississippi State with so many great offenses. But here the last couple of years, since Kyle Trask has been under
Second
center,
5.
they've really transitioned to more of a passing
Tight end
attack.
left this
It's really
time.
suited their skill. Trask throwing it
Go,
out to
Tony. Go, Tony. Go. Go. Go.
15-yard
First and goal.
So while we're waiting for that, Greg, is that because Trask
Tony using his block. Oh my gosh, this team is so deadly on offense.
Team. When you think about Dak Prescott, more of a running quarterback,
Flag.
obviously he's become a great passer, but Trask is a passer first, right? Without question. And the offensive line, too, much more comfortable in pass protection than they are in run blocking.
Dang it. Copeland.
But it's a testament to Dan Mullen's ability to adopt his philosophy to his personnel. And I think that is something that great coaches are
Come on.
do. What do my guys do well? What are they most comfortable doing? You know, he has excellent tight end. He has excellent wide receivers. And his offensive line has struggled in the run game. His quarterback's also not real.
Only lost to SEC West teams, LSU last year.
To what our guys do well.
Under Dan Mullen.
Spectacular. So 2nd and 14. A big play erased. Trask to the air.
Nice looking deep throw. Trey Grimes almost had that. I mean,
but there were 2 Aggie defenders, Damani Richards and
I don't really agree with that pass.
And it's 3rd down at 14. And a little greedy there. You're going to see deep play right here. The safety stays over the top. He has Kadarius Toney working over the middle of the field. I think he might have gotten a little greedy there. You see Kadarius Toney, if he hits that right out of the break, he's probably got a big play. Instead, he locks in on the deepest throw.
Yep. Announcers are right. Got to give it to Tony on that one.
Very fortunate that was picked off for Kyle Trask. Already at the 11th play.
Honestly, it should have been picked. Like, it hit the safety in the hands. We got 3rd and 14. Pitts. Oh my God. Give it to Kyle Pitts on a slant route, and he's going to get 15 yards. Like, it's unguardable. Kyle is unguardable this year.
Kyle Pitts working on a slant. They get motion out of the backfield, working to the left.
First down.
With that motion left, allowing for the slant.
It's not fair to other teams, but it's so fun to watch.
One-on-one, and on a 3rd and long, Kyle Pitts on a catch and run for the conversion.
Oh, man.
Guy's unstoppable, man. He really is.
Really is unstoppable.
Here's Pierce getting the carry.
Pierce. 7 yard.
When you think about Kyle Pitts, and then you look at the guys that are excelling at his position in the National Football League, and the guys
even
that got
Pierce
the
is
big
being
contracts,
patient.
like
The offensive line is blocking well.
at Georgia
I'm
Tech.
liking how we're looking this drive.
He's exactly like those guys.
Except for that one throw on Trask.
Trask
And Copeland's hold. Like, hey, little miscues. We'll clean that up.
He was 6'3", first round pick of the New York Giants at Ole Miss. Remember a few years back.
2nd and 3.
6'6". So he's got additional length and equal versatility and speed. Not afraid to block.
You should have gone inside that block. Pierce, come on. 3rd and 4.
That was the Marvin Leal, a starter a year ago as a true freshman who made the hit. It's 3rd down.
3rd down. Come on, Gators.
Defensive line, they really talented group. So Florida, that's a
3rd and 4.
really young guys up
Money
there, too.
down, money down.
At home like McKinley Jackson. They are very excited about
Oh, this probably will be the loudest crowd to play in front of.
6 minutes gone by in this drive. Play 14. Trask.
There you go.
It's ready. It's caught. It'll be close. That looks like a
First down.
Tony.
1st and goal, Gators.
It'll be 1st down and goal. Must have stretched that ball out as he was getting dragged down to pick up the 1st down. Really close.
Trask went through his reads. You can see that Tony was like his second or third read that time. Hesitated, almost wanted to run, but no, he waited, found Tony, threw for first down.
Florida tries to take advantage of. Good job by Tony being aware of where the sticks were. Make sure he had enough.
Ball on the 7.
Empty set here. Trask from the pocket. Goes to
boom! Pitts! Oh, out of bounds. Dang it. Oh, Kyle Pitts almost has another tiptoe touchdown catch.
Second and goal. Ran out of space there. The short side of the field. You look. Both teams.
Pitts 5 touchdowns and 11 red zone.
We're going to double team.
And y'all know it's going to him, and you still can't stop.
84. He will not catch passes based on how we align. Problem is, no one's been successful with it.
Jimbo.
Exploited on double team several times. South Carolina struggled last week as well. Hard to double a guy with how accurate Kyle Trask has been throwing it up and allowing Pitts to make plays on it.
Here we go. Trask running.
Run here.
QB keeper, gain of 2.
4 Aggies in on that. And
Dennis, come on, man. We're not losing this.
7-minute drive here. We talked about
3rd and goal from the 5.
guys making major money in the
16-play drive.
Position. George Kittle, 15 Hill, Travis Kelce, 14. It is now in vogue to want to be a tight end in the NFL. A lot of these guys trying to move to receiver at the next
Let's
level.
go. Punch it in.
So 3rd and goal. Trask.
Drive.
Hits on
Oh!
And Pitts got a touchdown. 2 defenders.
Oh! Kyle Pitts, y'all. Oh my gosh. Yo, you can't stop it. All right? We're throwing jump balls out there for him. Oh my goodness.
7 touchdowns that leads all college football players.
It's leading the nation. That's 7.
And that drive alone, 3 grabs, 28 yards. That drive took half the opening quarter.
Yo, we literally took 7:29 off the clock. 7:28 off the clock. Oh my God, we took a whole half a quarter. 7 touchdowns. What, 17-play drive?
Clearly working in the state of Texas.
Look at that, just jump ball. I mean, throw it in between 2 people. Kyle Pitts is coming down with that. I mean, come on.
Touchdown games.
Yo, it's not even hard anymore. Oh, this is fun. Man, Florida's offense is fun again. Gosh, missed that. Oh, he will be drafted in the top 10 in this draft, man. Like, there is no way he does not get taken in the first half of the first round. No way he doesn't get taken in the first half. I mean, when you have a guy that athletic who can run routes that well, all you need to do is just throw a jump ball, and the dude's 6'6" and can jump out the gym. Like, no one else is coming down with that except for Pitts. And he's strong, so you're not going to muscle that ball away from him. Like, you can't guard him. You can't double team him because we're too good everywhere else. Our offensive line is giving Trask time to do whatever he wants. Y'all, like, no quarterback pressure really on that whole drive. This Texas A&M team's supposed to have a decent defensive line. Our offensive line just took care of them that drive. Would we have said that last year to any team? Our offensive line's come a long way, y'all. Shout out to the O-line coach. Mad props. This unit has, it's become almost a strength kind of. And last year, they were such a liability. All we got was Stuart Reese transferring in, and then everyone else just, 1 more year in the system. Amazing how what one transfer can do, right? No one else is. I mean, it's no one. No one else is doing it. I plug my laptop in.
Find your tires at Midas.com. I'm not your grandma.
I don't nap every 20 minutes.
And I don't drink your grandma's ginger ale. I drink Canada Dry bold ginger. With an extra kick of real ginger taste that it blows the tennis balls off your grandma's walker. You Canada Dry bold ginger, not your grandma's ginger ale.
Grab Taco Bell's Nachos Party Pack whenever you're dressing up to stay in or witnessing a miracle. Go big with delicious nachos topped with all your favorites. Nachos
It's legendary. I've been good, honestly. Moving. That's why I got, smaller TV still on the Roku. But yeah,
ESPN College Football.
doing all right, man. That's a story in itself. But I'm doing all right. Everyone's giving me a thumbs up so far. I appreciate that, man. We're already at 9, 20 minutes in.
Open since 1956.
I know, right? I mean, we might just like the Kyle connection. Can someone think of a better nickname for the Trask and Pitts touchdowns? Like, I like the Kyle connection. But if y'all got a better nickname, I'm all ears. I love calling players by their nickname, giving them nicknames, calling them that. That's what I do. I love that.
About 2 hours south
Killer Kyles. No, that's not bad. That's not bad.
By his folks, the Aggies themselves. Touchback will come out to the 25.
Kind of hard to beat Kyle to Kyle.
In the studio.
Kyle to
Dave,
Kyle.
Rocket Mortgage Studio update for you. We get you to Mississippi State Missouri against LSU.
Missouri is really beating LSU 7-0 right now. That's embarrassing. Oh my gosh.
LSU would answer here. Miles Brennan to Terrace Marshall back in the end zone there. They ended up reviewing it, said it was good, so that game tied on the SEC Network.
LSU, come on, man. Y'all really gotta lose to Mizzou the week before we play you? Come on, LSU. Just win. All right. Just win so you rank higher.
For the first down after Florida took up half the quarter on its opening possession.
Game's about 1 or 2.
That's a great first drive for Florida. And now Kellen Mond.
Right. Do we see Kyrie Campbell, Brad Stewart?
Do
we see them?
Trying to have that statement performance against the top caliber team. He's been close so many times. Just hasn't been able to put a full, complete performance together against the top tier teams in college football. So hoping for that opportunity here as a senior. Had some turnover issues this year, an interception, 2 lost fumbles against Vanderbilt. Mond making his 37th career start today. He'll throw it here on second.
Oh, there you go. Here, Elam.
With the good defensive play that time on Caleb Chapman, it will be 3rd down and long.
Oh, boy.
Part of the issue with Kellen Mond is the efficiency. And if you look at his career record and the passing yards.
So that pass wasn't high? Man, Elam almost had that pick 6.
He has to be more efficient. He has to be. Right now, he's completing sub 60%.
3rd and 8. Let's go. 3 and out. Come on.
It's the big plays that he's left on the field on far too many occasions, hoping to connect on some of those today with the young receiving corps. That's what you both told us this week. We've got to have some of those. If we're going to beat a team like Florida, we've got to have big plays. Kellen has to be more sharp.
There you go. In pressure.
They've got a pretty good tight end as well.
That threw to their tight end. Okay. All right.
His 11th catch of the season, and he moves.
I want to see our D play the same in the 4th quarter that they're playing right now. I want them to play with the same intensity and toughness all 4 quarters. All right. Don't let up this year. Don't let up this game. We've taken our brakes off the gas because we've had such a big lead in our first 2 games. I want them to play for 4 quarters. That's what I'm looking for.
There by Kellen Mond and throwing accurately for the first down. Out of the pistol here on first down at the 39-yard line. Play
action.
And taking a shot here. Inside the
Marco, come on!
Caleb Chapman with single coverage pulls it in for 48 yards. They've been waiting for that all year from Mond, and he finally delivers. Look at the safeties here who are just going to run, which allows the post over the top. Look at
Marco!
Collapse on the play action fake, which gives you one-on-one on the outside. The Chapman.
He's got burned off the line, man.
Big plays from Kellen Mond. First opportunity today, and he delivers.
Receiver beat him inside and had inside the whole time.
From the Florida 12. And
terrible play action.
Left,
loss of a yard.
And it's a loss of 2.
Steiner almost getting a penalty. Quarterback.
But that's something
you'll see today for Texas A&M is number 0, Anaya Smith. He moved to running back, but you're going to see him back the wide receiver today. His position coach, Tommy Robinson, told me he's the smartest young man I've coached in 34 years. He will play all 4 wide receivers.
Yeah, secondary is supposed to be the strength of this team.
And running back. I'm not sure if I've ever seen that in a game.
I'm getting tired of these passes being completed.
He's fun to watch, Holly, and he has done such a great job. You referenced this, the intelligence. You know how hard it is to learn 5 different positions.
I don't see Brad Stewart up there.
Testament to that young man's acumen. Your design run for Bond on 2nd and 12, and he gets absolutely blown. What a huge hit by Amari Burney. And Holly mentioned Tommy Robinson. That guy's been around. He mentioned over 30 years of coaching. Coached running backs in the NFL. Coached running back at Clyde Edwards-Helaire at LSU last year.
Sean Davis came in to help that too.
Talent. Everybody's high on Anaya Smith.
3rd and 9. Come on.
He gets in the game plan today. Perhaps here on 3rd down and 9. He'll be a household name sooner than later. Looks like right here he's going to line up in the backfield. And this is going to be a really interesting look. You see right there Weidermeyer, the tight end who's flexed left, and then you have.
Okay, guys, let's go. 3rd
Smith
and 9.
and
Come on.
That's the 2 best pass-catching options at this point on the same side of the field. So I would imagine Mon's eyes start there. Mon slips a pass to the end zone for the touchdown. Chase Lane was
middle of the field again. Come on.
Response by Mon to the Aggies.
Well, good thing I picked the over.
It's a great job by Kellen Mond. Eyes right down the middle of the field, and he sees what you have a kind of a 2.
Oh, there's Brad. Okay, Brad Stewart is in the game. I saw him.
There in the back of the end zone. You have that in-breaking route to work the soft spot in the zone. Just a beautiful throw, similar to what they had last week. Read it. Extra point is good. Again, Jimbo Fisher said you've got to have big plays from Kellen Mond today.
Well,
the opening drive, the bomb.
Let's go offense.
3rd down and 9, the touchdown pass to Lane to tie the game. Here in Bryan College Station, in front of about 30,000 fans at Kyle Field.
Woo. Come on, defense.
Howdy, folks. Colonel Sanders here to make dinner time a little easier.
Well,
It can be overwhelming, especially when you're trying to work.
I mean, Brad Stewart's in the game, so he's not suspended anymore. I take it. I mean, I'm taking the first 2 games for suspensions, even though Mullen didn't confirm that. But, hey, defensive line needs to get pressure on Kellen Mond. That's plain and simple. We either need to
Just got a text from Amy.
blitz more
She's not coming.
or, stop with the creative blitzes and just send up house until we get him. Like, come on. Play action that beat us. You can't give a quarterback that much time in a play action. He's going to find someone and he's going to run.
Here's AJ.
Kellen Mond's too good. Like, Kellen Mond, like, he's a seasoned quarterback. It's not great, but, he's been starting a while. They're at home, like.
Look at that scuffed up wall. Embarrassing you. That wall is still Everest, but not anymore.
Oh, man.
Let's change. Fair, exclusively at Home Depot.
Think we'll make it in time?
You may not expect the unexpected, but you can certainly take it on. The Lexus ES.
Oh, I'm texting other Gator fans right now. Be like, why are we in a zone? Why are we in a zone at the 3rd down? Well, I mean, like, on the last time it was 3rd down, Marco gave up that big play in man-to-man. So, yeah, maybe that's why we're in a zone.
If you elect me, your taxes are going to be raised, not cut.
So what does that mean for you? More taxes taken out of your paycheck. Higher gas prices at the
I can't believe Wilson just got burnt, man. Oh, that was just.
You compete with illegal immigrants to keep.
That's why I yelled at him. I'm like, come on, like that's unacceptable.
President Trump is bringing jobs back. Historic gains.
Where's DBU at? Like, come on, man.
President Trump fixed our economy before. He's doing it again.
I'm Donald J. Trump, and I approve this message.
This is Chime. A mobile bank account? and debit card. With Chime, there are no hidden fees, so I never have to worry about overdraft or monthly fees. Chime also helps me grow my savings automatically. My purchases are rounded up and added to my Chime savings account, helping me to save without even thinking about it. And I can even get my paycheck up to 2 days.
Well, I mean, the good thing is we took a lot of time on offense, and that's just going to tire their defense out.
At Chime.com.
Yeah, we gave up 2 chunk plays, but if those chunk plays aren't there, we get off. I mean, we almost forced them for 3 now. So
Greg McElroy and Holly Rowe, Dave Pash. Jimbo Fisher.
Jimbo, 12-3 at Kyle Field.
Year 3, 9 wins 2 years ago, 8 last year.
Kickoff.
But this would be, if they can now get it, their biggest win of the Fisher era, which is still in its infancy. Checking with Laura Rutledge.
3:59 left in the first.
Virginia Tech over on ABC.
Sam Howell is legit. Oh my gosh, that pass. Man, that was pretty.
All right, Laura, here at 7.
All right, let's go, Kyle.
Touchdown pass by Trask, and then Mon with one of his own. Trask 6 of 9, 51 yards, 3 catches from Pitts, including the touchdown.
Oh, no, not there.
Gets hit as he throws downfield for Tony.
First down. What a catch with the pass interference.
There's a penalty marker down, but Fisher
with the pass interference. Oh, never mind. Roughing the passer. Tacked out on 15. Thank you.
Mistake there with the late hit by Bobby Brown, one of the leaders of that defense.
Oh, yeah. Come on now. Come on now. Easy call.
Oh, I mean, I understand we are protecting quarterbacks. To me, that was
you
a little bit aggressive at the end.
You can't do anything after he threw it. He made an action. That's an easy call, man. Don't even be saying it on the announcement.
40-yard line.
That was a good call.
Play fake, Trask. Long throw, hitting
There you go, Grimes. Trayvon.
Brought down to the 47-yard line, chased down by Michael Clemens. So the Aggie fans are nervous, but a lot of young players.
We're moving, and we're driving.
Team in year 3 for Jimbo.
I think a lot of people, because of the salary, people's eyes get wide and they expect them to win 10 games right out of the gate, and that's just not reality. And granted, yes, the record against top-tier competition has been disappointing, but we have to remember,
2nd and 4.
rebuilding in the foundation of this program is still in its infancy, especially knowing the challenges that COVID presented this team this year.
Trask.
Oh,
and
Malik.
out of the backfield is Davis.
Field goal range.
35-yard line.
Oh, he's still going. Oh, my gosh. Malik Davis.
Take out Texas A&M defensive backs. That's a 39-yard catch.
Loving it.
By Davis, who's a very good receiver out of the backfield.
Look at that blocking down the field. Trayvon Grimes.
Receiving threat to go.
Our receivers can block, man. I know Copeland got called for a hold earlier, but our receivers can block.
Amazing to watch these guys complement each other. Do so many special
This is a run. This is a run. Oh, no.
Trask rolling out here on first down.
Oh, found him. Oh, underthrown. That was a very, very risky throw. Like, you never want to throw late across the field, across your body. That is a no-no, Trask. Come on, man. Put some more air on that. That is too nerve-wracking. Davis is wide open, man.
Malik Davis is no one's within 15 yards of Malik Davis. He probably
take your check down on that one, Kyle.
5-yard completion instead. He tries to work the throwback. If it's there, take it.
there are throwbacks, and then there are the throwbacks. I don't know that I've ever seen one that long.
That was insane.
Trask hands it off.
Hello, Malik.
Davis plows forward to about the 16-yard line. So a pickup of 4 on the play, 3rd down.
Trask, you've had 2 passes that should be interceptions so far. Honestly, I'm just being honest. Stop it. Calm down. Just take what the defense gives you, man.
99% of the time. Getting off the field, you haven't done a whole lot defensively.
Oh, here's the Maliker. A nice 1-2 this year.
Only a field goal would be enormous. But they better have an answer for big number 84. It appears like he's going to be lined up.
On the 11, 3rd and 6, need to get to the 5.
Hopefully for Aggie fans, he won't be single covered. Here's
Let's.
Quarterback Trask backing up.
Oh, but Tony. But there is Tony. Y'all want a double piss? Okay. They'll let the speedy guy get it. Flag on the play.
How about Dan Mullen's confidence in the arm of Kyle Trask? We spotted a throwback, and then he kept backing up like Aaron Rodgers, 10, 15 steps, waiting for Tony to come free, and he found him for a second touchdown pass in 12 of this young season. And they brought pressure on.
That was a dart. He threw that a dart off his back foot. That was good.
On the right side. After the play, personal foul defense, number 9. Unnecessary rush. Play hit out of bounds. That 15-yard penalty will be a
I love it when we're not the team always getting penalties.
On that drive, one post touchdown.
Good job, Tony.
Frustration there, obviously, there at the end of that one. But a great job by Kyle Trask buying time and taking advantage of Texas A&M, who is trying to take away Kyle Pitts with double coverage. Works there, he's coming over the field. Excellent throw and catch.
Snap, hold, kick. 14-0. Or 14-7. 14-7 Gators.
2 touchdown passes by Trask, 1 to Pitts, and now to Tony.
Is that 12 on the season?
Tonight on ABC.
The Trask now?
How good is Miami? Well, we're going to find out. Can they win at Clemson,
Damn.
the number 1 team in the country?
Miami Clemson tonight.
King, Trevor Lawrence,
Clemson, 16-point favorites.
Maybe the best in all of college
Do y'all
football.
think Clemson's going to win by 16 or more? I think it may be a little closer.
That's Derek King. He was the starting quarterback at Manville when Kyle Trask was
Trask and
there.
Derek
Was the
King.
backup. 6 years ago, they worked out together in the offseason. King started out.
I did not know Trask's name after Kyle Field until
Trask
this
was
week.
not
Like, that's
highly
crazy.
recruited at all. Check in with Holly for more.
Well, the only way that Kyle Trask ended up at Florida was a coach was there watching one of his teammates, safety Deontay Anderson. He said, I only got an offer. My first was from Houston Baptist, then McNeese State, and Lamar. And finally, somebody said that they saw me when they were watching Deontay. They told Doug Nussmeier of Florida and said, this kid's pretty good. You should look at him. He
Nussmeier.
said, the day they offered me, I committed because it was my only Power 5 big-time offer. He's waited his turn, and he's ready for his moment here for the Florida
Can
Gators.
y'all believe Kyle Trask? Florida was the only Power 5 team to offer him a scholarship.
Chase Lane scoops
Oh, I know Doug Nussmeier was terrible. I know Doug Nussmeier was terrible, but yo, props to him for finding Trask.
Oklahoma already up 10-0 against Texas. Thanks to this touchdown, that's Spencer Rattler to Marvin Mims.
Oh, you're finally playing football again.
So far on Fox, and then LSU taking on Missouri. Terrace Marshall now with his 3rd straight game with 2 touchdowns after this one. It's still early, but LSU will be good against Mizzou.
LSU finally.
Win. You got both Oklahoma.
Y'all should easily be taking care of them.
4 games into the season.
Man.
Wow.
Special
Pretty
teams
wild when you think
blunder
about it.
by A&M
Right.
puts the ball at the 6.
Don't forget
Why
about
did they
Oklahoma
take
State.
that out?
Just seem to forget that Cowboys are playing good defense and are unbeaten. So Texas A&M backed up on its own 6-yard line.
Yeah.
Throwing it out in space out to about the 10 for a gain of 5 on the play for
Beat him
Smith.
on the tackle.
Back to Kyle Trask and just how funny his recruitment was. I was talking
Yeah,
about
he's
back
Derek
when-
King's backup.
right when Kyle
I know,
Trask-
like,
Campus, he arrived on campus
yo,
with
say what you
right
want,
when
but
the
at least Doug Nussmeier found contracts. Hey,
I don't know what it like. Why is it
only
that people didn't
Power
see
5
this
team
guy?
to offer him a scholarship.
Did
That
you
is
see this guy?
easy.
I had to be talked
Considering what he is
by
now,
Doug
like,
Nussmeier, the offensive coordinator at the time, because the guy didn't have any high school tape. But I'm telling you, you watch him throw it, he's unbelievable. So McElwain found a gem, and Dan Mullen's done an amazing job of developing him these last couple years. On 2nd and 5.
Cox, come on, man. Get some pressure on him. Guys, like you were right there.
But over 100 receiving yards last week against Alabama, picking up the first down. Texas A&M offense. So many opportunities last week against Alabama left on the field. It's almost as if
It should be the last play of the first quarter.
away, or half a block away from a big run, or maybe just the slightest bit inaccurate on the downfield throw, drop pass on a 4th and 2. They had chances. They couldn't take advantage of them. But so far today, they look in rhythm. They look confident. It seems like they have a really
You
good
get some
plan.
pressure on Mon,
The defense
please.
is not as good as they usually are. Final seconds here in the opening quarter. And Bond has another completion. Caleb Chapman, who had that 49.
End of the first, second quarter, y'all. 14-7.
Through the air. He's out to the 23-yard line. And that will do it for the first quarter.
And I've been missing on doing this, but like last year, end of the first quarter, go ahead, shout out. Let me know where you're watching from, Gator Nation.
Mainly by that duo, Kyle Trask and Kyle Pitts.
I'm in Orlando.
Looking up 3 times here at Kyle Field, including a touchdown. Trask had another touchdown pass to Darius Toney. The 4th-ranked Gators looking to keep national title hopes alive, leading on the road after 1.
Ah, Gators. Man, doesn't it feel good to have a great offense again?
5G news.
Not a good offense, a great offense. Like, this offense is nasty.
Yeah.
But is it reliable?
And secure.
You should consider making a big deal about it.
Bigger?
I said bigger.
Bigger
Bigger
deal.
deal.
Bigger than what I'm doing.
It's not complicated.
Oh, man.
A 5G network needs a 5G device. Get the new Samsung Galaxy S20 FE 5G for free when you trade in.
DiGiorno has 7 delicious crusts, and your family food critics will rave. Rising Crust is fresh baked deliciousness. Stuffed crust is literally mouth-watering. There's a 5-star pizza for everyone in your family to love. It's not delivery, it's DiGiorno.
I was so embarrassed about paying too much for a used car, I went into hiding in this undisclosed location.
If you don't see me, you're not seeing the most accurate price. Shop at Carfax.
Keep them thumbs up rolling, y'all.
Again. Shop millions of great deals at allnewcarfax.com.
Diane retired and opened that pottery studio.
How did you come up with all these backstories?
I got help from a pro. My financial professional explained to me all the ways Nationwide can help protect financial futures in Paytonville.
Nationwide can help the Grants get a lifetime income if their son Kyle's moving back home. It helped set up a financial plan for Mrs. Garcia.
And he explained how Nationwide could help Mr. Paisley retire early and spend more time with his pal Peyton.
And their new band.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Don't forget the band.
I haven't. The king is calling to tell us about the 3-for-3 deal.
I get a double cheeseburger.
Fries?
Get a drink.
For only $3?
That sounds like a win-win-win situation.
Alrighty.
3-for-3.
Gator Nation.
Way better.
What do y'all think? You think we stopped in this drive? Yeah, I'm hoping so. Let's do it.
Not much. How about you?
Are you answering my text in person?
Man, these commercials are annoying.
LOL, come on in.
This is Tech that should be there. The Nissan Altima, now offering the most tech-advanced engine in its class.
I want to see our defensive line play better. We need to get pressure on the quarterback. Todd Grantham's defense is an attacking defense that relies on you getting pressure on the quarterback. Our defensive line needs to play better and get pressure without having to bring in extra rusher. I know the volume's annoying today. It's a little louder than I want it to be. Unfortunately, my remote broke. Next week, I got y'all. We'll have a good setup next week. The LSU game, 3:30.
ESPN Plus, your sports.
It's a little loud today. I know. I apologize for that.
You're watching the SEC on ESPN. Kyle Field at Texas A&M.
Don't you love the social distancing going on at Kyle Field? Jeez, locked in arm in arm. Swaying.
Rusher Emmett Smith in attendance here. I'll be back in a
Social
couple
distancing at its finest. Kyle Field.
As a Cowboy fan, show a little love to Emmett. Well, I was going to say it was a
Emmett in the
recording
crowd.
Emmett Smith.
Good hit, ball free. Fumble.
Texas A&M makes the recover.
Jeez, who came in and laid that hit?
Where like they throw out a player that played one season somewhere but 15 years elsewhere. I'm aware. Just trying to gas you up.
Man, whoever came in and laid a hit, knocked that ball loose.
All my conversations were Holly.
Emmett.
Holly and I will talk to each other while you
3rd and 2.
sit in your own little Arizona Cardinal bubble. Go ahead, FaceTime with Tessitore over there. Go ahead. Joe will be back soon, Greg. 3rd down and 2 for A&M.
Come on.
26-yard line.
I swear, guys. Enough of these third down conversions.
Don't sleep on this guy. Turns it the top tight ends in the country. I love watching Weinermeyer. I think he is going to blossom into an excellent, well-rounded tight end.
Missouri tied the game. Oh, my gosh.
He does a great job of attacking leverage. And, of course, with that big frame, you know he's not scared to go over the middle.
Missouri's missing 3 wide receivers due to the virus, and they're tied with
working
LSU.
away from outside leverage defenders like he did right there. Kellen Mond, 7 of 8, over 100 yards and a touchdown.
Only rush 3. Come on. Come on. How are we rushing 3, dropping 8, and they can find a throw?
Find an open seam in the secondary, and it's a 30-yard gain. Just nobody covered it. Off play action, you have a bit of a flood concept, a 3-layer concept. This is the second layer.
No, we rushed 4. Brenton Cox just didn't even get down the dang field.
You might want to account for number 0. Like Holly said, I think he is their most dynamic weapon offensively. It is a star. Well, he's becoming a star here in college football. Be a household name sooner or later. 42 receiving yards on 3 catches so far. From the 30-yard line, going to go back to the other running back Speller before he gets 9 yards.
Sean Davis just missed on that tackle.
Over 600 yards against Ole Miss. Week 1.
Try coming in, laying a shoulder instead of wrapping up.
This year, 16 a year ago. I know it's early, but they're trying to find themselves defensively. On 2nd and short, they snap it quickly and get the first down. We Speller to the 19. I think Florida, what's so troubling and what's so concerning, if you're Todd Grant, the defensive coordinator, the personnel's not there. Jonathan Gennard, there's no one right now that can come close to taking over as a pass rusher.
Here, Elam, we won the game, but defensively it felt like a loss. It's not the game of standard. No, come on, play up to it. You know what the standard is.
What they need to be playing like on defense, they need some guys to emerge, whether it's Brenton Cox or Jeremiah Moon.
Grantham, you're wearing the pink today.
To identify that difference maker in the front that they've had forever. Haven't found that guy just yet.
Get him.
Bond with Moon in his face, throws another pass that's on target. Wilson Florida did lose 3 players that were drafted in the first 3 rounds. Number 9 overall, C.J. Henderson. And Dan Mullen said, look, offenses are ahead of the defense because of all the disruptions.
Yeah, offense definitely ahead of our defense this year.
Having to go through COVID protocol, some testing positive, having to quarantine. It just feels like college football offenses are way ahead.
150 yards to both offenses.
You know, when you're concerned about contact tracing and among other things. On that 2nd and 6 long throw.
Thank you, Elam. Man, he's like the only one playing really well today.
And this is where you really miss those guys from last year. Jonathan Bernard.
Oh, we haven't even hit him on once. Like, this is ridiculous. We need to get pressure on that guy.
Pretty good coverage there. Kevin's just not able to extend and try to make a play on the back shoulder. These are the spots right here. Obvious passing situations where Florida just hasn't been the same. The coverage hasn't been as tight. The pressure hasn't been as aggressive.
3rd and 6.
As a result, opposing quarterbacks have had a lot of time to kind of pick this secondary apart. So see if they can get home with a 3-man rush here. They go empty, flexing Anaya Smith out, top of your screen.
Blitz.
Looking the other way.
They threw it at the blitz. Blitz right, throw it right at the blitzer.
He is 4 in the first half on 6 targets. And trying to go up tempo here, get to the line.
Delayed safety blitz on 3rd down. Come on.
Smith in the backfield this time. He'll get it. And he's back at the 40-yard line. Kept his feet.
That's a fumble. That's a fumble. That's Gator ball. That's Gator ball.
He might have been down after the initial hit at the 4-yard line. I think he was down as he tried to extend and reach that ball over the goal line.
Running on the field as the ball carrier was down before losing possession at the 1-yard line.
All right, let's look at that. Let's look at that.
I thought he was down initially after first contact, but kept the feet moving, stretched the ball out. 2nd and goal for the
If it wasn't down initially, then that was a fumble and that's Gator ball. No replay?
Got to be smart there if you're Anaya Smith. Not worth trying to reach.
No.
This time, second effort won't get it.
All right, third down.
Lose yardage.
Get this goal line stand.
Defensively by the Gators. Here's the play just a second ago. A great second effort.
Not down, not down, not down. Oh my God, that was a fumble. Why was that not reviewed?
See if he crossed the plane.
Why was that not reviewed?
Yep. This drive started inside the Texas A&M 10.
That was a strip.
Long, time-consuming drive by both teams here. Right. Almost an 8-minute drive by Florida. This is a 7-minute possession by A&M.
That's annoying that it wasn't reviewed, man. Oh, goodness.
2 minutes, it really counts.
Third down, come on.
Third and goal. On looks.
81 is killing us today, and their tight ends. Right. Both their tight ends. Man. Caleb Chapman. Man. Our rushers are getting there 1 second too late every time.
You get a little bit of an influence on those linebackers who are thinking run. Chapman being the tall 6'5" target in the back of the end zone.
94-yard drive. Come on.
Excellent design and a great drive from Texas A&M. And we are talking. Kellen Mond was challenged this week. Well, boys, he stepped up. 2 touchdown passes, only 2 completions. 12 touchdowns on third down.
Tired of clean clothes that just don't smell clean? What if your clothes could stay fresh for weeks? Now they can. This towel has already been used, and it still smells fresh. Pour a cap of Downy Unstoppables into your washing machine before each load, and enjoy fresher smelling laundry for up to 12 weeks.
We make USAA insurance for members like Martin, an Air Force veteran made of doing what's right, not what's easy.
Man, those tight ends are destroying us right now.
Reached out before he could even inspect the damage. That's how you do it right.
Chapman, a receiver or tight end? Like, that dude's built like a tight end. Man, he's fast like a receiver.
Claims he got paid before his neighbor even got started. Because doing right by our members,
honestly,
that's what's right.
When it comes to pass rush, like, yeah, I'm not putting the pass rush and not getting rushed like that. That's on the players. That's not on Grantham. Calling the plays is on Grantham, but yo, if you're watching the same defense I am, they're getting beat in man-to-man coverage. And then we go to a zone, and they're throwing right in between our zones. Like, it's so annoying to watch. Not this defense, no. I mean, unless we have an offense that's just going to literally score a touchdown every time we get the ball, this defense ain't going to win us any title. They got to play better.
Yes, I am.
This is, I hate getting just thrown all over them. And it's happening this game. Everyone expects more of the defense. Like, oh my gosh. We're not gonna lose this game, all right? Like, I said before the game, I expect us to win somewhere in between 7 and 13 points, and it's going to be a high-scoring affair, and we're going to pull away in the second half. I said that right before kickoff. So, honestly, it's kind of playing out how I thought. It's getting high-scoring. Yep, each team's had the ball twice, 2 touchdowns, long drives each. Hey.
My opinions on Banks.
I'm not even putting this on Grantham right now. Our players need to execute. Like,
did not have my best interest.
Marco's getting killed. They're picking on him right now.
I can finally
the big pass, Marco. That touchdown, Marco. And there's a couple other times. It's like, what are you doing, 3?
It's great. There are no monthly fees. I always have peace of mind that my money is in the right place. And
Graham's scheme works when you have players that get pressure on the quarterback. The attackingness of his defense, it doesn't work unless you get pressure on the quarterback. Otherwise, you're just sending people for no reason.
He's always put up numbers going back to his freshman year. He's basically a 4-year starter, but the one thing that's been absent is the big win. And I don't know if they're going to win this today, but he's playing winning football right now. He's in a nice rhythm. I mean, so far, very accurate with football, making great decisions.
He's done a good job of locating the football, too. And it's not like all these passes have been
touchback.
He's been making difficult throws look easy today. So in a really nice rhythm here after what was a pretty disappointing performance last week.
Thank you. Thank you. Right.
ACC action.
The players not getting home to their spots.
With the SEC in action, some teams with opportunity to make a statement, and North Carolina doing just that. You see that Javonte Williams 19-yard touchdown run. It was 21-0 North Carolina heading into the second quarter. Virginia Tech has scored. Moments ago in this LSU-Missouri game, that's Eric Gilbert just catching that touchdown pass, putting LSU back ahead, guys.
All right, ball 25. Let's go, Kyle. Make one right in the game. Toss to Justin Shorter. Game
last
4.
year is that pass is caught by Justin Shorter, and state transfer picks up about 4 yards.
Of that, another 4-5-star former Penn State wide receiver, maybe looking at Florida for his transfer destination.
2nd and 6 for Trask, who's been
That's
terrific so far.
looking.
Steps up here and passes incomplete.
That will be holding on the
There
defense.
was a lot of contact between Miles Jones and the receiver, Justin Shorter. The flag was thrown in their direction.
On the defense, give me that first down.
Defensively.
Holding, defense, 0. The 10-yard penalty with an automatic first down.
Automatic.
That's Miles Jones. So they've been 3 bad penalties so far. You had the roughing the passer. I know that was early on the drive, but still, roughing the passer on the last touchdown drive. You had the late hit out of bounds after a touchdown, which hurts you in terms of field position for the kickoff, and then defensive holding.
First down.
Run play on
And Naquan Wright, game 2.
Naquan Wright.
If you look at the way our offensive line's playing, they're playing great. Our defensive line's playing equally as bad.
This might be a situation for Florida. You're moving the ball great through the air, but you haven't really tried a whole lot on the ground. Your defense is gassed. They were just on the field for 7 minutes. So play a little slower, see if you can create some opportunities in the run game. How that defense can recover a little bit after the long Aggie touchdown drive. So Pitts on the sideline there. Play fake here for Trask.
Really?
Setting
There
up.
you go.
Shorter.
Go, baby. Go, baby.
Down to the 41-yard line.
Field goal range.
And if I'm Florida, I'm keeping Kyle Pitts out there like Jimmy Butler playing 47 minutes.
Like Jimmy Buckets. Oh, man. Y'all watching NBA Finals? Heat won last night. Game 6 tomorrow.
What a win for Butler. Grew up in Tomball, Texas, about an hour from Bryan College Station. Just north of Houston. Trask on
Back,
first
looking.
down.
Throws it away. All right, smart. Just throw it away. Nothing was there. Second down. Gotta do those sometimes.
Ron James by 40 points, but Jimmy Butler a 35-point
35-point trip dub. Oh my God, Jimmy Butler right now.
Starting with NBA countdown.
NBA Finals.
4 Pacific.
NBA playoffs have been great.
Yesterday, our conversation with Texas A&M.
Pretty sure we're all Gator fans here, Smarter Carter.
The Black Mamba Laker jersey. And that's what the Lakers wore last night. You asked them, are you going to wear it again if they lose? They said, I'm wearing it. Everybody said I'm wearing it. He said, closeout night, I'm wearing it.
Yo, Naquan, there you go. Get the corner.
There's Wright able
The
to
edge.
to the outside.
First down. Nice run.
First down for Florida at the 30-yard line. Gain of 10 for
A good run, Naquan.
Carries coming into today. I don't know if there's an injury to Davis or Pierce, but Wright getting some action.
No, he's just our third string. Gets a
Florida right
DT.
here, 30-yard line, have a nice drive going. I'm going play action, I'm throwing the ball down the field. This would be a shot down for me, where I would try to take the top off the defense.
1st and 10.
See if I can't throw one over their heads.
Ball at 30.
Midway through the second quarter, a tie game here at Kyle Field.
Hand off Naquan again.
Right, good.
Go, get the edge. There you go. Nice comeback, man. First down again. Naquan Wright.
Backside. Dropped it, but it's another pickup of 10 for
That a boy.
Florida team. If they can start running the ball like this, I mean, look out. Because we already know that passing game is
Block.
not in.
Gamble.
And you have to pay a lot of
Great
attention
cut block.
secondary to their weapons on the outside. But if they can start running it with a lot of consistency, this is a pretty good
Hey,
defensive
red
line
zone.
for Texas A&M. They can get some movement against these guys. It's going to bode really, really well as they continue on.
Under center.
They're sticking it right here in this possession as they're in the red zone.
Play action.
Fake for Trask.
So,
And
Gamble.
by
5 yards, 6 yard gain.
number 2 tight end. He's out of bounds at the 14-yard line.
Let's go. Let's go.
Probably where you see
Keep
Kyle
it going,
Pitts getting
Gators.
targeted, but he's not even in the game right.
I know. It's like, yo, we bring our second unit of receivers and running backs in. Naquan Wright, shorter. Like, oh my gosh. And it's like we don't really miss a beat that much.
Right, leveled at the line of scrimmage, fell forward for
Right, gain 1. This will be 3rd and short.
last 2 years. Here with Dallas.
It's like, yo, this is with Tony and Pitts on the sideline. Oh my gosh. And we're still just chugging down the field.
Here, 3rd short. Have to get off the field. We need to count for Kadarius Toney. He's the
3rd and 1.
now offensively. Kyle Pitts on the sideline.
We got Naquan, Tony, shorter.
Pitts on 3rd down. The defense is not able to get off the field. That's Toney in motion.
Give it to Tony. That would be a first down. That is going to be a first down. Woo! First and goal, Gators from the 10.
You do wonder, too, about the conditioning still of these guys. And it's very humid today.
Come on, Gators. 5 minutes left in the half.
The entire drive. They always roll a lot.
Our offense is elite, man. It's elite.
They lost 4 receivers, but they felt good with the experience coming back. How they substitute, how they rotate their players.
Nice run, Tony.
On an inside
There you go.
Tony short at first, and he got through the hole and then took off and gets close to 9 yards on the carry.
Pitts is back.
In goal line. Pretty cool little design.
I like that play. Good block from Forsythe.
He had a big run against Ole Miss, 50-yarder. You can do it not just through the air, but also on the ground.
Second and goal. I mean, you got to be looking for Kyle Pitts here.
Tony maybe shaking
There he
off
is,
as well.
with tight end left.
2nd down and goal. Here's Wright.
Up, Naquan. Yeah, we ran it in.
In the end zone for the Florida touchdown.
3 drives, 3 touchdowns. There have been no kicks so far. Each team has scored a touchdown with the ball. Let's see if we can hold them for half. They get the ball second half. First collegiate touchdown, Naquan Wright. Extra point, snap, hold, kick, good. 21, 7. No, 21-14. Oh, I keep thinking our defense stopped them. Should have gotten that fumble, honestly. That should have been called a fumble. It should have been Gator ball. But 21-14. Emory is hurt. Emory Jones was hurt. Not this past week. He was hurt before the game last week. Dan Mullen said that he's no longer going to be really taking the injury report seriously. And in terms to saying to the media who's on the injury list. So, yeah, Emory Jones is hurt right now. I'm surprised we haven't seen any Anthony Richardson for some quarterback running packages. But, hey, we all get a free year this year, so nothing's going to count against eligibility for Richardson to get in there. So I'm sure that's Mullen's decision on whether to keep Trask out or, you know, whenever time calls for it, let Richardson go out there. So we'll see. We'll see. But, yeah, you can tell right now a couple of these, you know, like when Trask tried running there on, what was it, on the 7-yard line for game 2, I mean, that was obviously an Emory Jones type. But you sub him in for that play. You know, that was an Emory Jones package play. But he's hurt, but we still got a touchdown. So Trask is good enough right now for us not to be missing Emory Jones. And that's a beautiful thing because Trask is playing at a Heisman level. Yeah. Oh, no way. Kyle Trask is no way, man. I'm sorry. Like, Kyle Trask is going to be drafted in the first 2-3 rounds. Kyle Pitts will be drafted in the top 15, top 10. They're gone, guys. Like, enjoy this year because we ain't going to have them next year. They're too good. Like, they're going to be drafted. Why would you come back? I wouldn't if I were Kyle Trask. Like, yo, he's balling this year.
You've got a lot on your mind.
That's when we still have Carlos Del Rio coming in, and then we have Anthony Richardson and Emory Jones. Like, yo, our quarterback room is going to be full. Trask can't really stay another year. You gotta go, buddy. Hey,
members of the military community, and for over
I'm not expecting him to stay anyways.
Our members and their needs first. At Navy Federal Credit Union, we are more.
Trask stock is he's the Heisman front runner right now, guys. That is legitimate Heisman front runner. Like, I'm not joking. We haven't had that since 07. Like, oh my gosh, it's beautiful.
We've got big things ahead, and we're behind you all the way.
Our D-line has been our weakness.
Are the mission.
It's more than our secondary. That's the weakness, everyone. It's that defensive line because they're not getting pressure. They're not getting pressure. If you don't get pressure on an experienced quarterback, he's going to pick you apart. And, yeah, that's what Kellerman's doing right now.
That George Floyd and Breonna Taylor in the hands of police, college athletes have found their voice. They are raising up for equality. Here that has happened at Texas A&M as well. Kellen Mond leading a march on campus that was a peaceful protest. He has since been named to the President's Commission for Division,
Let's go, Gators.
Equality, and Inclusion. He has a meeting in 2 weeks. His teammates Kendrick Harper and Chase
4:14 left in the half.
instituted a blueprint group called Black Leaders Who Undertake Excellence. Young people across America are finding their voice.
Thank you all so much.
Touchback.
On the back of the end zone for a touchback. A&M down 7
up
has
10
possession late in the second quarter. Kyle Pitts.
South Carolina 3-0 Vanderbilt. Oh my gosh, what a low-scoring game. Yeah, we should have had that turnover in the red zone last defensive possession, but hey, whatever. Mr. Legendary wants to ask everyone a question. Do you think we are running the wrong defense from a systematic point? No. I like that question. I really like that question. It's like I've been saying. Grantham's defense is dependent on a good pass rush. You have to get pressure on the quarterback, put him on the ground, get his jersey a little muddy. Like, you got to get pressure on the quarterback with these blitzes, and you have to get pressure at least with 4 men before you can start blitzing with them. Like, Grantham's blitzes are exotic, creative blitzes, but you need to have your linemen be better than the offensive line. They got to get some sort of pressure. They can't just be getting pushed around. And right now, that's all that's happening. Like, we're not getting off these offensive blocks at all on our D-line. So Grantham's defense depends a lot on the defensive line, which allows all the other 7 to blitz. But, if the defensive line is not playing well, then Grantham, we may have to switch up schemes a little bit. But with the personnel on the field right now, not getting pressure, that's more why Grantham's defense and scheme isn't working. But with Mullen's offense, Grantham's defense is a great complement to the kind of offense Dan Mullen runs. As you saw last year, we had 2 games where we had 9-10 sacks against Miami and Florida State. Y'all saw it last year when we had pass rushers. This year we don't have pass rushers. They're young. They're just not getting pressure.
You didn't know how bad you wanted.
Honestly, yes. Queen of Robots, they need to wake up. They need to wake up and play better. You hear Elam and people saying, "Oh, I'm disgusted at Ole Miss game. I'm disgusted about this." That's not the Gator standard. Well, okay, man, play up to it. If you know what the Gator standard is, play to it. Tell your teammates to play to it. Don't be just telling the media that to try to settle the fans down. Say it and mean it. Lead by example. Get the others on board. Yeah. We need leaders on this team, on the field. We don't have an on-the-field leader, man. Ventrell Miller's wanting to say he wants to be there. Come on, man. Get your team to play better.
Oklahoma is tied. Jesse's going to tell you about the struggles of Spencer Rattler. We're also
No, we shouldn't be giving up deep balls at all.
Clemson taking on Miami-Dade. We'll see you soon.
We just got positioned on Marco with no safeties, and Mon threw it right enough. I mean, the coverage wasn't terrible. It was a really good throw. Marco did get beat on it, though. He gave up position.
As usual. Is Miami back? How many times have we answered that question? I love it, though, don't you?
All right, 4-14, A&M with the ball, 25-yard line.
Be exceptionally competitive, even for Clemson, too, just to see where they're at. You know, I mean, it's been easy for the dominant ACC team for a while. There's Kellen Mond going back to work. Hit as he throws.
Pick! Oh, Sean, you're so close.
Davis. Definitely the contact in the face of the quarterback.
Finally got pressure on him. Forced a bad throw.
Nothing short of spectacular so far, but an errant throw there. And all set up by the pressure.
2nd and 10.
Really look at that pressure up front. I mean, Mond's trying to throw a difficult throw with no one in your lap, let alone someone all over you. Almost intercepted. Fortunate. Davis wasn't able to close on it in time. Just outside 4 minutes to go. A&M with all of its timeouts left here. Another pass play for Mond.
Oh, come on. Jaden Hill missed that tackle.
Is more than that in this game alone. A sophomore. 6'5", 200 pounds, got put on some weight, but obviously it's pretty high. No question about it. Come on, man. I'm just going to pound the flats right there. They're playing off, soft coverage, over the top of Chapman. Remember, he burned him deep on the first drive, so clearly he has their respect. But if they're going to play that far off, man, throw hitch after hitch after hitch, 5, 6, 7, 8 yards at a time. Off the 35-yard line, Spiller. Down at the 40-yard line. Sean Davis coming in there late with the big hit. Pickup of 5 yards.
They take Marco out and replace him with Jaden Hill?
Not just to try to get points of their own. Their offense has been a great rhythm.
We do. I mean, that hurts not having David Reese from last year.
Of how good Florida is
he was that,
as well.
that captain, you know, that vocal leader on the field.
Scoring points while also making sure that if you give the ball back to the Gators, it's with very little
2nd
time.
and 5, under 3 to play.
Working it on both sides here is Kellen Mond, the senior quarterback.
Haven't had a punt yet. Haven't had a stop on 3rd down yet. Another run play. Spiller's got run across midfield. Out of bounds at the 40.
This is embarrassing, y'all.
17-yard run for Isaiah Spiller.
17-yard run.
Averaging
Come on.
8 yards a pop. Last year as a true freshman at 4 100-yard games on the ground. We talk a lot about Nia Smith for good reason, but Spiller's a talented sophomore in his own right. Great 1-2 punch.
Guys, they're across the 50.
Spiller. Not to be outdone, he can certainly have a huge impact for the game as well.
Go Spiller again, straight ahead, grabbed by Ventrell Miller. And stopped at the 40-yard line as we hit the 2-minute mark here in the first.
Darius Slayton looking for a whistle. Offensive hold wasn't called.
3 on 1st down.
Fisher, he surveys his offense, telling him maybe smart. Nice rhythm.
I know there's really no defensive identity right now for this team.
Already pretty close to field goal range. You got to be really smart if you're Kellen Mond. And any drop back you have, you got to get rid of the football. No sacks in the spot.
Here's a blitz.
Late
run. And it's almost picked up.
Brought 5 late that time. Hey, I like that. Hamoud Diabate almost had that pick.
Now the clock stopped with 1:27 to go. 3rd and 7. Jimbo Fisher trying to get his first win against a top 5 team at A&M. Those losses by an average of
3rd and 7.
points per game.
God, we need force stop. Let's go.
Kellen Mond has been outstanding so far.
They're down passing. 5 of 5, 50 yards, 2 touchdowns. Come on.
7 here on the Florida 40. And they're going to talk about it
Minute 27 left. Timeout. A&M.
By Texas A&M.
Need to stop.
Oh, you're gonna botch this, Baker. Too much heat. Gonna burn up that meat. Step on a crack. Break your mama's back. Step on a crack. You're gonna get sacked. You're gonna roll it, Baker.
Oh, man.
Oh, you're gonna flub it.
He can only perform when he's under pressure.
Yep. Baker. Still watching.
Howdy, folks. Colonel Sanders here.
I went over my head.
A little easier. Mealtime's
And we've only hit him one time, and it forced a bad throw. Like,
So
pressure on him.
KFC's $20
I mean, that last time we hit him too, almost hit. Like, yo, seriously, the only 2 times we've gotten good pressure to hit Mond as he throws, almost interception both times. Get to the quarterback, please, defense. Like, oh my gosh.
Red Bull.
Told y'all the scheme works when we get pressure. If you don't get pressure, the scheme doesn't work. Gotta get pressure.
Nice.
Minute 30 left. Anyone who hasn't subscribed that's watching, go ahead and subscribe. If you haven't left a thumbs up, give a thumbs up. We're at 12 right now. All right, let's see if we can get to 15, 20 by the time this stream's ending.
You get
Almost halftime. Come on, y'all.
Closing costs and tax estimates all in real time. So when you need to know what it takes for a home to fit
I'm not sure, but I think Jaden Hill may have replaced Marco this drive because I really haven't seen Marco, and I haven't seen Jaden Hill until this drive. So Marco has been getting picked on all game, so I wouldn't be surprised.
Say, baby, look, let me tell you something. See, first thing, you can't be calling on my shelf. Second thing is you can't be. No, baby, it's me.
Snoop Dogg drinking a Corona.
Where you at, player?
No, he's no player. He's
Honestly, yeah, you got a really good point on that. Like, there's no emotion. People jumping up on the sideline, getting amped up. Like, it's an emotionally flat team. It's like I said, this team does not have an identity on defense. Like, we're not getting pressure. We're getting thrown on. We're getting run over. Like, yo, we're not a pass defense. We're not a run defense. We're a wet noodle defense. We are as hard as we're not a hard defense. We're soft defense right now. A soft is a wet noodle. Like, that's what I mean by wet noodle defense. We're straight playing soft at times on D. Like, I said, I want to see the same intensity for 4 quarters. I want to see more pressure on the quarterback. Only 2 times we got pressure, we almost had 2 turnovers.
Get the new Samsung Galaxy.
That speaks for itself. All right, like, I don't need to say anything else.
Well, there is no sport in the country that has been more impacted by not having fans at the event than college football, without question. I mean, look at 2019. 2020, no tailgating. You got to go back to 1972. Last time they had a crowd that was under 30,000. We're used to 100,000 plus here. This place rocking.
I mean, it's still a big stadium. Has a lot of fans in it.
The home players that normally feed off the crowd. Sometimes the road team will use that to get them jacked up for a game and inspired. Big third down here, trying to keep this drive going. Ball on the 40-yard line. Gators showing blitz. No surprise with Todd Grantham calling the defense.
Blitz. Blitz.
It's picked up. That was a great grab at the 30-yard line.
That was just a good throw. Hey, that was just a good throw.
Great job by Kellen Mond, identifying that pressure, using the hard count to his advantage, knowing where his quick throw was, the outlet throw. Putting it perfectly.
I mean, Hill had good coverage. That was just a great throw. Can't defend that.
Poise there, taking advantage of the aggressiveness of the Florida defense.
Game respects game, you know.
From the pocket, long throw.
Oh, overthrown, man. Oh my gosh.
58 seconds to go, and still with 2 timeouts left. They do have confidence in their kicker, Seth Small, who's made a 52-yarder in his career.
Second and 10. Come on, Gators.
3 timeouts.
Get a stop.
As well. Don't necessarily 2 timeouts, excuse me. You don't have to necessarily throw it here. You could potentially catch them off guard. If you see a favorable look in the run game, hand it off. It's no problem, especially knowing how talented those running backs are.
Under a minute,
So it's not
58 seconds.
an absolute must that you have to throw it. Now that you spent a timeout,
Another timeout.
Throw it on his next timeout.
30-second timeout.
Surprised Mond overthrew his man so badly on that one.
Our next UFC.
You get pressure on him and you force him to not be having this comfortable pocket. Like, hey,
number 1 ranked bantamweight contender Marlon
make
Moraes.
the quarterback feel you.
Squares off against
Make him feel your presence. All right.
Sanhagen. The prelim started 5 Eastern with the main card at 8 on ESPN Plus in English and Spanish. It's kind of interesting that A&M took 2 timeouts while the clock was stopped. Just got to get points. You think about halftime against Alabama last week. A&M's got to come
Do I
away
see
with
Tennessee,
something
Georgia being close? Closer than
Especially
everyone
since it's been
thinks.
so difficult to
Georgia,
stop
I believe, is a 2-touchdown favorite.
Touch ball for as long as we mentioned.
I think Tennessee will keep it under 2 touchdowns. Yeah, I see it being close.
Kubo told us yesterday he was pretty comfortable from 55 with Small. No wind here, nothing that would affect the kicking game, so quite warm too, so ball should fly. You're Kellen Mond, you're not thinking about the field goal just yet. Right. I still think you could even run it here, but you got 58 seconds left, 2nd and 10. If you have favorable numbers in the run game, quarterback draw here is actually a good play. I mean, you have 5 guys in the tackle box. Quarterback run's actually really, really inviting. They decide to go that direction. Nope, on the throw. Wide open receiver is Lane, and he gets the first down.
I don't get how we can drop 8 and they can still get a slant pass off.
Florida DBs gave Chase Lane there. Yeah, just trying to keep everything in front of the Florida Gator defenders.
No touchdown, guys.
Not wanting to give it a big play. On.
Nope.
Overshoots. Tam Brown. That was a line drive. Going to be tough for Brown to pull in that one.
I wouldn't be surprised if Tennessee does win.
38 seconds left. 2nd and
That
10.
could be a. I mean, Georgia plays Alabama next week. Oh, Georgia could be looking ahead.
His hands right there quickly. It wasn't there. Throw it over his head, no problem. Let the play.
Auburn, Tennessee, Alabama. That's a tough 3-game stretch for Georgia.
Takes you back to the game between New England and Kansas City on Monday. Brian Hoyer took a sack at the end of the half, and it really impacted the momentum they went into halftime with. So you cannot take a sack to tell Mond. The ball has to come out.
So we're starting to get pressure on Mond, and Mond this drive 3 of 7, 31 yards. That's what happens when you get pressure.
Answers for everything they might throw at you.
Russian 3.
Mond with time, open receiver, but going down his lane, and the clock is moving here.
3rd down, 30 seconds and rolling.
Counting it's 3rd down. They're not going to use that timeout here.
23,
So
22, 21, 20.
The clock at 20 seconds.
Still 5 wide. 16, 15. Another slant. 11 seconds, and they got the ball at the 3. They got a timeout.
You still have a timeout. You can spike it.
Can we stop? Can we defend a slant pass?
Mond will spike it.
Spike with 8 seconds. They still have a timeout.
I don't think, Greg, why not use the timeout? I guess the danger is if you take a sack on the next play that has over, but now you get probably 2 shots instead of maybe
2 plays, 2nd and goal. All right.
You don't need that additional down. I mean, it doesn't matter. So now you preserve the right. Knowing you have that timeout, you have a field goal.
Like, can we play the short pass?
You got your whole playbook here. If you want to run it, you want to throw it, you want to get on the move. The only thing you need to be mindful of is ball security. This is college football on ESPN.
Oh, wow.
Presented by Geico as we continue Dr. Pepper's championship drive.
They literally just had to call their timeout there. Yep, now a sack and the game goes to halftime. That's a big doy. Like, you just spiked the ball and then went over to talk to your coach, and y'all were talking for so long, you had to call your timeout. Why'd you even run a spike? Oh my God, that was so foolish. I can't believe they did that. Terrible clock management.
All right, this season for every field goal, an extra point made by participating universities. All-State will make a contribution to the university's.
You would not call a spike there.
Thank you.
Like, oh my God, you might as well just call your timeout. You just wasted the play in 3 seconds. 3 seconds is a play right now.
It's called now. It's not just College Station anymore. merged Bryant and College Station, the Twin Cities here. Third, check that second and goal on the fourth. Again, on timeouts. So obviously, every throw you make has to be in the end zone. You lose the ability because you burn that timeout to run the football. Right? Likely wouldn't here anyways, given the down and distance and where you're at the field. You got 2 shots. Ball has to come out quick. It's got to be thrown in an isolation.
There we go. Ball on the 4.
Hopefully one of your call
5 wide.
With it, Texas A&M. Vaughn has not been sharp on this drive as he was for most of the first half. As Florida
Timeout, Florida.
is going to call for time here after they saw the alignment by Texas A&M. But overall, Kellen Mond has been excellent, as has Kyle Trask. Trask and Pitts connecting on the game's first touchdown on a lengthy
Come on, Gators.
drive by
Each team's had the ball, and they've gotten a touchdown.
17 plays, 75 yards. Again, we about had a punt. Every drive was ended in a touchdown. One of the worst offensive drive we've seen today is at 71 yards. You feel pretty good. As an offensive guy, I'm thoroughly enjoying this matchup. Now, if you are a special teams
Not much defense right now.
probably
Not in this half.
Right. You love punting. This game is not for you. But you happen to love punting, Dave, so I'm sorry that the game's not going the way you want it to. All right, 8 seconds to go. No timeouts for A&M. Based on the alignment of Florida, all those guys up the line of scrimmage, they might bring all out pressure, too. Let's see if they bluff. Drop someone out underneath and throw potentially over the middle, but it's a pressure look for the Gators. And here they come. Mond gets rid of it.
Yeah! John Davis. No! They're going to call that? 4 seconds. Doesn't matter anyway. All right, automatic first. You get a yard and a half for the penalties.
They were trying to hit there in the end zone. Committed the penalty. So 4 seconds left. It's only going to get you 2 yards.
Where's the foul? Where's the foul? That was clean defense to me.
So you get the automatic.
Time went off the clock. That's all that matters to me. 4 seconds, y'all. They got a kick. Yo, Jaden, like Sean Davis made that better penalty, but all that matters is time going off the clock and you not giving up a touchdown. So good job getting a penalty, even though you didn't get a penalty. Force the field goal. We got the lead going into halftime.
You could easily send it out there if you didn't.
Snap, hold, kick. Dang. That did not be good. First half over, 21-17. Gators on top. That was terrible clock management. I love it. That just cost them 4 points. I love it. Thank you, Jimbo.
Welcome to the Lexus halftime report. So glad that you are with us.
Terrible call, but all that matters was time going off the clock, everyone. Gators on top at halftime.
Still waiting on the defenses to show up. Let's get to some
We're
action
back
in
in
the ACC
5
today.
minutes.
In the ACC, North Carolina taking on Virginia Tech. First quarter, North Carolina leading 7-0 at Jesse Sam Howell with a dime to De'Ami Brown.
Yeah, the passing game has been very consistent for UNC early this year. But Sam Howell here dropping a dime, as you mentioned. Beautiful deep throw, not being as greedy. Keep what the defense gives him, and he had a shot downfield.
14-0 for North Carolina there, and then Javonte Williams here, Joey, breaking tackles, making it happen.
Carolina with over 300 yards of total offense in the first half. They're making it look easy to move the ball.
Yeah, you see this one here from Virginia Tech. Getting back in it, Khalil Herbert, 8-yard touchdown run. At this point, this game 21-7. In fact, North Carolina just scored again. So we're going to continue to tell you more about that 28-14. Let's get to some LSU and Missouri SEC action. Opening drive, flea flicker, Jesse, from Connor Bazelak there.
Head coach Eli Drinkwood's dialing up the trickeration with the flea flicker. Toski Dub on the receiving end of that. Where's the LSU defense, guys? They've already given up close to 240 yards.
Miles Brennan getting in the action here. Terrace Marshall in the back of the end zone earlier, and then he gets that one later, Joey.
And since the first game of the season, Miles Brennan's looking more and more comfortable in the box. You see him stand in here and throw a dart for a post for a touchdown.
That one to Eric Gilbert. And then Mizzou answering though throughout. I mentioned the offense has been crazy already today in college football. Here's Jalen Knox, a rushing touchdown for 16 yards. The score now there is 24-14. We'll keep you updated on that one and so much more right here. The Red River Showdown coming up. Spencer Rattler maybe out of the game. Tanner Mordecai is in. We'll give you all the details. That's coming up next.
This halftime report is presented by Lexus. Experience amazing.
Ever since I took a sip of my drink from Taco Bell and won the all-new Xbox Series X, unimaginable powers at my fingertips. Might be too much for some. It turns out I was made for this.
Calvin, why do you keep talking like that?
Like what?
Get a medium or large drink from Taco Bell, and you too can enter for a chance to win the all-new Xbox Series X.
Bravo team moving to checkpoint.
Sometimes the front lines are in our own backyard. Make a difference in your community. Serving part-time with Army National Guard.
The dream is alive.
If you're like me, your taxes are going to be raised, not cut. What does that mean for you? More taxes taken out of your paycheck. Higher gas prices at the pump and utility bills at home. Skyrocketing medical bills. You compete with illegal immigrants to keep your job. An economy in ruins. President Trump is bringing jobs back. Historic gains. 10.6 million new jobs in 4 months. President Trump fixed our economy before. He's doing it again.
I'm Donald J. Trump, and I approve this message. When I wear Fabletics, men, I feel the F on my chest. And then I rise. And rise. And
Oh! Help! I'll catch you. Oh my God, I'll do it myself. Okay. Come back! That's me.
You're watching the Lexus Halftime Report.
Texas and Oklahoma in Big 12 action. This game's so important on both sides. We're going to get it all for you right here early in the first. Keontae Ingram coughing it up there, Jesse.
Yeah, remember, Keontae Ingram had the big fumble on the goal line and lost to TCU last week. Here coughing it up, it's Isaiah Thomas who recovers for Oklahoma.
Just under 7 minutes to play in the first, and Spencer Rattler, Joey, with a 30-yard bomb to Marvin Mims.
Wide open receiver, bad defensive breakdown. Oklahoma was moving the ball early in this game, put points on board, out 10-0.
Yeah, 10-0 there. Then final seconds of the first, Rattler intercepted Joey.
Turnovers have been an issue for Spencer Rattler early this year. You're just trying to force the football. It's DeMarvin overshown with the pick.
How about Ellinger here, keeping it? 2 rushing touchdowns for him today. In fact, in Texas history, only Vince Young had that number, so that's pretty impressive. Marcus Major here, Joey, a 7-yard touchdown run.
And we knew it's going to be a defensive issue in this game. Whoever defense can get a couple stops will have a chance to win. There's going to be a lot of points.
Could Texas tie it up? Well, yes, they could, because Ellinger with that second rushing touchdown. 17-17 with these two. And the situation with Spencer Rattler is pretty interesting right now, Jesse. He was taken out of the game. They were kind of looking at his shoulder, but Tanner Mordecai in for Oklahoma and did well.
We don't know if he's injured or if he's benched. Now, if he's not injured, I expect Spencer Rattler to come back in the game here in the second half. When he does, if he does, he needs to settle down. Now, we know Spencer Rattler, he's a redshirt freshman. He really is playing in his first quote-unquote rivalry game, but it looks early here. He's just trying to do too much. You saw the force on the interception thrown, had a fumble where he had a running back wide open in the flat on third down, didn't throw, just trying to do too much. 6 turnovers now in the last 3 games for the redshirt freshman. He is insanely talented, but Joey, if he comes back in the second half, he's just got to settle down.
Yeah, and Ellinger's 9 of 17. It's the second week we've seen him struggle with his completion percentage. But 17 points in the second quarter for Texas got him back in this game. It'll be turnovers. They're going to be an issue in this game. Whatever team can take care of the football. Now, we talked about, these defenses aren't great. But if you turn the ball over, it gives your team a chance to stay in this game. That's what's happened for Texas.
Yeah, Ellinger not getting it done with his arm, but he has been able to get it done with his legs, so making it happen there. We got more halftime coming your way. We're going to get into some ACC action, a big one tonight. We'll talk about that next.
Think we'll make it in time?
You may not expect the unexpected, but you can certainly take it on. The Lexus ES. Wow, this rain is bananas. Now available with all-wheel drive. Experience amazing at your Lexus dealer.
Real steel. Find yours. Our battery-powered 8K Homeowner Series has everything you need to take on your to-do list. Battery power made by steel. Not sold at Lowe's or the Home Depot. Pick up at over 9,000 local steel dealers. Find yours at steeldealers.com.
I have big news. You can now brush and floss at the same time. Introducing Waterpik Sonic Fusion, the world's first floss.
All right, Gators, I'm back. Yeah. Got any questions for me?
Only gets the surface, but Waterpik Sonic Fusion thoroughly cleans those areas that other products miss. It's one step to complete.
Oh, I love it when y'all are talking. All right, let me see what I missed.
Proven to be twice as effective as regular brushing and flossing. Go online or ask your dental professional about Waterpik Sonic Fusion.
Hey there, I'm Aisha, and my favorite thing about the Chick-fil-A nuggets is how easy you can share them with your friends. They taste fresh, they're crispy, you can taste that every single one is unique. The top tier, best chicken nuggets ever. You guys should put that in the commercial.
Hi, my name is Brian, and a little thing
An average defense better than what I'm seeing. Yeah.
Is you can taste the difference of cheeses in the blends.
Yeah, you can.
And everything.
I mean,
just
this
comes
is average.
together.
Yeah,
It's like a
they're just
delicate
leading
dance.
points
They're
right
like
now.
perfection in every bite.
They're long drives. I mean, A&M's taking a while. It's not like we're giving up plays and 1, 2, 3 drives. Like it's third downs that we're forcing. We're forcing third downs, y'all. Like we're just not getting off the field on third. There's a difference. There's a difference between giving up first on first and second down or giving up first on third and Grantham. Like, if Muschamp were to get fired, I would love for him to be our defense coordinator. That dude's one of the best defensive minds in the game. All right, hands down. Like he's not a great head coach. He's a great defensive coach.
The official pizza of college football. Order now at pizzahut.com. No one out-pizzas the Hut.
Back here with Jesse and Joey. Let's get to the NC State, Virginia. The action in the first
I will say this. The personnel that we have this year is not fitting the type of defensive scheme Todd Grantham likes to run. Grantham needs to adjust that. All right.
The reverse pass back to Leary, sneak out.
You got to have the players to run the schemes, but if you don't have the players, you need to change up your scheme a little bit.
They like to blitz, but right now NC State looking good throwing the ball.
Yeah, here's the second quarter. Virginia at the 2-yard line. They're down 14-0. Brennan Armstrong keeps it himself for the sneak, but he's stuck.
Brian Johnson's a great offensive coordinator.
And then we'll see what
I really don't have a problem with any plays that have been called on the offensive side. Trask has made 2 poor decisions to throw, got away with both of them. But, yeah, I haven't had a problem with any of the plays that we've called on offense. And over the years past, I'd be like, oh, my God, why do we call that? Why do we call that? Why are we running that? Then again, we have 3 drives, 75 yards, each drive, touchdown, each time. No complaints on the offense for me. Trask had 2 poor throws, got away with them both, though.
Right here. Chase Bryce getting ready for action, and oh no, it's not going to go well.
So roll out to the right. They bring the safety blitz. We talk about the turnover issue, guys. Duke, 15 turnovers coming into the game.
No punts have been forced this game.
Got 3 in the first half.
14-10, and Syracuse with the lead. Geico Saturday preview.
Well, we've also had their defense out there a lot. So if our defense is going to be tired, their defense is going to be equally as tired because we've run about the same amount of plays on their D as they've run on us. Coming out of half, A&M's going to have the ball first. Yes, we were just on the field for a long time there. Man, what do we need to force a punt coming out of this halftime? Keep the lead. All right, can't give up the lead. Force a punt, force a kick. All right, force a kick. This drive is a win. Field goal or a punt. Can't give up 7. Can't lose the lead coming out here.
Gains confidence from a quarterback playing well. Derrick King's been that guy.
I feel like if Miami's going to pull off this upset, they have to find a way to affect Trevor Lawrence.
Our coaches haven't been bad enough to want to fire mid-season right now.
Athleticism,
I'm not sure if coaches can. I'm sure they can. They really never do it often, you know, unless it's just been that bad. But honestly, y'all, our defense hasn't been terrible. All right, they haven't been good. They haven't been terrible. So.
Straight at home. They got the first pick next year's NFL draft from Trevor Lawrence. This D-line better dominate for Miami.
Miami fans, you okay after all that? Like, Justin got a big notebook over there. He's got the whole list of everything they got to do.
Marcus not playing well. It's not playing terrible. It's not playing well. It's not playing good.
Trask and Kyle Pitts. It's been so good for the Florida Gators. Good again today. We'll be right back.
Gators got the ball first. Aggies getting the ball coming out of the half.
This halftime report is presented by Lexus.
A&M's getting the ball coming out of the half.
Think we'll make it in time?
You may not expect the unexpected, but you can certainly.
Like I said, if we force any kick, field goal, or a punt, this drive is a win. That's what we need. Force a kick, field goal, or a punt. Preferably a punt. Preferably 3 and out. Actually, preferably a pick 6 and then a 3 and out. All right? Like, I'll be greedy. I'll ask for more than I want. I'll ask for exactly what I want. I want a pick 6 and them to get the ball back and then go 3 and out. All right? That's what I want.
It helped set up a financial plan for Mrs. Garcia. And he explained how Nationwide could help Mr. Paisley retire early and spend more time with his pal Peyton. And their new band. Exactly. Yeah. Don't forget the band. I haven't.
Got a number update from the school.
Is that better?
I have faith in our D, man. If you look at our defense and you really look, there are a couple players who are playing well. Like here, Elam, Sean Davis. Darius Slayton ain't playing too bad of a game. But man, like it's the unit. It's individually you see some players playing well, but you see it's not everyone playing at the same level. Some people are playing up here, some people are playing down there. That's where that leadership thing, like y'all have been saying, there's no emotion being showed on the sidelines. Not much emotion being showed on the field. You need a leader to step up to pick up the other players that are playing down, and you need for the players that are playing up here to get everyone to play up here. We need leadership. We need leadership, and our defensive line's playing flat. I mean, we need emotion and leadership. Honestly, it's like I said this a couple times the first half. We do not have a defensive identity this year. We need to find it, whether it's our strengths in rush defense or pass defense. Obviously, it ain't third down defense. Jeez. Like, yo, we need an identity. On offense, what's our identity? We're going to throw it to Kyle Trask, and we're going to throw it to Kyle Pitts when we absolutely want to. Honestly, like, that's our offensive identity. Is Trask is going to throw it. We got a Heisman QB. And we got an absolute stud at tight end. Like, that's our offensive identity. What's our defense? I don't know.
Let's get you updated on the ACC action between North Carolina and Virginia Tech. Sam Howell, 43-yard touchdown pass.
Man, Sam Howell, great quarterback.
Yeah, Sam Howell now 14 of 15.
He's a great quarterback, y'all.
Offense is almost nearly 400 yards in the first half.
35-14 halftime.
And we'll get you back to to College Station after this.
Oh yeah,
Kellen
Tony's
Mond,
finally
very good
doing
in
what he
his
needed to
first
do.
half. Touchdown pass to Chase Lane.
Was Devon Dexter even in the first half? I really did not see number 9 out there, y'all.
Last time I bought a used car, I ended up paying too much. It's pretty embarrassing.
If you don't see me, you're not seeing the most accurate price. Shop at Carfax. You won't have to overpay on a used car again.
Yeah, I mean, our defense just gets a stop. No one's stopping our offense. 3 times, 75 yards each touchdown. No one is stopping our offense.
The comfort food that started it all. The original pan from Pizza Hut for just $10.99. No one out pizzas the Hut.
New phone? Yeah, I got a new one when I switched over to Spectrum Mobile. They're faster overall and more reliable.
They all say that. It's just jibber jabber.
Jibber jabber?
Yeah, LSU was tied with Missouri at halftime.
Did you sense any flapdoodle?
What is flapdoodle?
What?
I think it's like hemming and hawing.
With a little bit of hogwash.
No, they're just faster and more reliable.
Okie
How was Missouri
Spectrum Mobile gives you the
tied with LSU at halftime?
most reliable service.
Man, is that team overrated?
Spectrum Mobile.
Don't be worried about next week, man. We got that. I really am not worried about LSU. I'm more worried about this game than LSU. We're at home.
Engaged, but not sure what to do next? Plan your whole wedding at Zola. Start with beautiful save the dates. Enjoy free personalized samples. And for peace of mind, get free change the dates with
No,
your order.
we need to go after Dan Quinn.
Matching wedding
Let Dan
designs
Quinn come back and run our
about your
defense.
big day. You can even host virtual events on it for free. Build a registry that lives on your website too.
I'll take Dan
Build
Quinn back to run our
gifts,
defense, man.
experiences, even
Love his
gastro,
defense.
all from the comfort of your sofa. Start planning from home.
Quinn's
at
obviously in over his
Zola.com.
head as a head coach in the NFL.
On base changed after
He made
I
a Super
joined
Bowl,
Chime.
but he choked it
I
away.
used to think banks did not have my best interests. After switching to Chime, I feel like I can finally trust my bank. I don't really have to think about it, which is really, really cool. Obviously, early payday, it's great. There are no monthly fees. I always have peace of mind that my money is in the right place and in good hands. My name is Macy, and I love banking with Chime.
Start banking with Chime today at chime.com.
Welcome back to the Dr. Pepper Championship Drive Game of the
No, it
Week.
is crazy, though, that both Dan Quinn and Will Muschamp are former defensive coordinators of ours. Both are head coaches, and both may get fired and be available in this offseason. So that is pretty intriguing to me.
The fourth-ranked Gators in front, 21-17. Kellen Mond has been terrific, though.
Coming back, start of the third quarter.
Kyle Trask, brilliant quarterback play here this afternoon in College Station. These guys have been off the charts. Kellen Mond challenged coming into this ball game. Man, he's been accurate. He's been decisive. He's had a couple
Kellen
opportunities.
Mond's made some good
to put the ball
throws.
down the field and delivered on those opportunities. Kyle Trask is as advertised. Great job throwing to Kyle Pitts there on such a
So how's that go?
Both these quarterbacks so far really in rhythm. They combined 29 of 40 at the quarterback position for well over 335 yards, 4 touchdowns. First stats brought to you by Zaxby's. And boy, check out third down. It's crazy. Have you ever seen that before? Well, quarterbacks make their money on third down. That's really what it comes down to.
And when we didn't get the third down, we went for it on fourth and got it.
Extremely well, very
Both
efficient on
teams.
third down. And on the one that Florida
7
did
of 7?
third down on.
We're really 7 of 7 giving up third downs. We are 7 of 7. That is embarrassing.
A&M will get the ball to start the third quarter.
Okay.
So
7 of 7. You're kidding me.
5-yard line. They pass back with Greg McElroy and Holly Rowe on the field.
Oh.
Boy, it seems like in this game it's going to come down to the first team to force
Come on,
a
Kyle to Kyle.
It does, doesn't it?
Coming
I mean,
soon to a TV near you.
So in line. And what I've been pretty amazed with too is Florida's willingness to run the football, just given the looks that Texas A&M's defense is throwing at them. And Kellen Mond, like we just mentioned a second ago, he was really challenged by this staff throughout the course of this past week. We have to start hitting some downfield throws, is what they told him. And he did it. First drive of the game, he throws an absolute
that was big
to Caleb Chapman
for Jimbo to have such horrible clock management to end that half. That was big right there. All right, come on,
Caleb
defense.
Chapman had 80 receiving yards on 6 catches and a touchdown. Wide open out of the backfield.
What are we doing? What? Come on, man. On first down?
13 yards was checked with Ollie Rowe.
Well, a personnel issue is what caused Texas A&M to have to call that timeout and have some issues with managing the clock to end that first half. Jimbo said they didn't have somebody there that was supposed to run out on the field right then. He thought they also got a bad spot. He said, I thought we were supposed to be on the 2. They marked the ball back a little further. He was also being very cautious about not leaving the Gators any time. So didn't go perfectly, but he wasn't too upset with how they ended that first half. They did get the score. And then
You should be furious with how that
That was
happened.
the only non-touchdown drive of that first half.
You should be furious with how that drive
ended.
ended.
Here's Mond to the air again, and the pass deflected. And incomplete. Tyre Elam.
Nice deflection.
Sophomore corner coming off the edge, got a piece of the football.
Told you, Elam's playing a good game.
There towards the end of the first half from Florida, they started to ramp up their pressure packages here. Corner blitz off the right-hand side. Tyre Elam does a great job going vertical, attacking the quarterback's throwing arm, getting a hand on the football. With the absence of an elite pass rusher, Todd Grantham's going to have to resort more.
2nd and 10. Come on, Gators.
And that's exactly what he did as the first half went along. They haven't been able to get home. So hopefully here in the second half they can find some pressure and disrupt the rhythm of Kellen Mond. Great pressure again. It's a run play.
Brenton Cox, get off your block, bro.
Florida. Well, I thought we'd be calling Brenton Cox's name more. The transfer from
Thank you, McElroy. Oh, my
right
gosh.
out of here. Yeah, they did. And a great shot, too, up front along the offensive line. Texas A&M's coaching staff, coordinator Daryl Dickey, he said, man, look, we're really close in the run game. I'm really proud of our offense.
Cross the 50 already.
It's done a nice job of keeping Kellen Mond's jersey clean and opening up some opportunities in the run game here. Mond with a
You're
touch.
kidding me.
The pass is under.
Miller almost picks that.
Ventrell Miller almost picked that
He's
off.
playing
They're
good,
going
too.
For the tight end, Weidermeyer. Good coverage by the junior linebacker from Lakeland,
Almost
Florida.
defense.
And this is a great job.
That's funny.
By Ventrell
I'll
Miller.
talk about that, man. That was a good comment.
Ball is bit off target, but when you get a tight end
Oh.
with the skill set of Weidermeyer against a middle linebacker, your eyes as a quarterback get wide. You think, oh my goodness, I'm going to exploit that matchup. No, not so much. Ventrell Miller, excellent job in coverage, nearly intercepting that pass. Empty set here. You saw Spiller leaving the backfield. 2nd down. Florida showing blitz. Here they come. Mond's pass off the mark. Incomplete. Going for Chapman with that big first half. And now it's 3rd down and 10 for A&M. All right, get ready. Double move's coming. Double move. Stop and go is coming. Tyre Elam saw about
3rd and 10, Gators. Come on.
Thrown right in front of him there throughout the first half. Chapman was the recipient of many of them. That time he jumped that hitch route. It was almost intercepted. So get ready here in the second half. At some point, I'll make you a guarantee. They will run a little stop and go at number 5, Tyre Elam. Take advantage of that aggressiveness.
Bringing the blitz. We only got one safety.
They're going to call it timeout.
Thank you. That was a good timeout call.
Several of the DBs were looking around.
That was a good timeout call. I'm like, are you kidding me? We really are showing a blitz and only one safety right now.
10. Don't want to make a mistake here and allow a big play. But we'll see if down the stretch that
was a good timeout call. We had no idea what was going on defense. No leadership out there. Ridiculous.
So week 3 of the SEC season. Florida 2-0, Texas A&M 1-1. 3 teams in the top 5, 7 of the top 25. No surprise. That includes now the Big Ten and the Pac-12. Boy, Alabama. Defense looks like it's back. We'll see Mac Jones tremendous last week. Tennessee puts an 8-game win.
Man, that's going to be a good game. Tennessee, Georgia today.
And so far, the quarterback play. A lot of guys that weren't household names coming into the year are starting to make a name for themselves. You got Stetson Bennett on that graphic in the preseason. You deserve a trophy. I don't think I expected that. And you look at some of these matchups here throughout the course of the day. Some of the matchups that we're going to have over the course of the season, we don't see these very often. Missouri and LSU obviously playing today. Florida and A&M, they've only played 3 was Johnny Manziel's coming out party in 2012.
2012.
That was the last time Florida was here.
That was our best defensive unit, and Manziel made us look silly that day.
2017, Kellen Mond was the quarterback. This 10-game SEC schedule is spoiling me. Some of the matchups we're getting, I'm loving it. Seeing these competitive
3rd and 10. Come on.
every week. I don't think you're alone. Here's Mond on 3rd down.
There we go. Brenton Cox with the pressure. Thank you. About time. Gosh.
It's the first time, and it's on 3rd down and 10. As he
Yeah, they're outside of field goal range. That's a punt, Gators.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have a punter on the field. And this is just an overload of pressure. You're going to see 3 rushers here and only 2 blockers for Texas A&M. So that means Kellen Mond's got to throw hot. You see only 2 blockers on the left side of the offensive line. Brenton Cox is unblocked.
Force the punt, y'all. Hey, are you kidding?
The Aggies all over it, and so Florida will be backed up out its 10-yard line. 36-yard punt. Gator football with a 4-point lead. Let's take a look at this week.
All right, Gator ball. That's all I'm happy about. Force the punt. No points for A&M. He's still got the lead with the ball.
Number 7, our ESPN prime game.
Chance to go up 2 scores.
Alabama, taking on Lane Kiffin, the former Bama offensive coordinator. At Ole Miss, Georgia, Tennessee, we talked about that. Notre Dame looked pretty good early on. Florida State has not. Ohio State still a couple of weeks away.
Go Gators, come on.
With this season, how about North Carolina? Virginia Tech. Big statement. We saw them last week. They got some firepower on offense. Trask
Go Pierce.
on 1st down.
Gain of 3, 4.
And he's pushed back by Buddy Johnson after a short game. Let's give him 4, depending on form of progress. Florida sitting at 7th straight win, 5th consecutive SEC win, would be its longest since 2012. We talked a lot about
5th consecutive SEC wins. Oh,
in year 3. Obviously, was in Florida previously as the offensive coordinator, Urban Meyer. Won a couple of championships.
Florida 2nd and 6.
Major bowl game for the last 2 years. The last SEC title though was 2008. Here's again.
There we go. Strong run.
Second effort gets
1st down.
21.
I like the way Damian Pierce runs the football.
Staff around him. He's got an excellent young coordinator in Brian Johnson, former player who was recruited by Dan Mullen, Urban Meyer in Utah. First black offensive coordinator in Florida program history. I chose with Dan Mullen. I said, hey, the offense finally going. Why you went to Texas? You got your coordinator, Brian Johnson, who's from Baytown Lee, and you got Kyle Trask, who's from Manville.
Back foot. That was a terrible throw. Terrible throw, Trask. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Ooh. That may be roughing the passer.
Forceful foul, hands to the face, defense, number 2, 15-yard penalty, automatic first down.
Michael Clemens.
Thank you.
Thank you. That we've seen in this game. This very
Thank you.
Interception away from O'Neal. It's on the right side. You see right there.
Good call, ref.
Clemens with that right arm.
Good call, ref.
Kyle Pitts.
Good call, ref.
Man, that's an unfortunate penalty there.
Kyle, that was terrible for you to throw that, man.
First time.
Triple coverage, Tony? Oh, off your back foot? What are you thinking?
And a good coverage. So, fortunate break there.
Thank you.
Gators offense. This be his worst throw of the season. Spectacular at this point. First down. After the penalty, a wide receiver.
Safe little throw. Grimes. Go, buddy. Go, Trey.
Territory pushed out of bounds. At the 43-yard line. That's a play that should have gained about 5 yards. And instead it gains about 20. Go back.
Man, we got lucky.
That's the 3rd major penalty against Texas A&M. They had a roughing the passer. They had a late hit. They have a hands in the face there that erases an interception. So, typical penalty so far for the Aggies.
Man, that's all I can think right now. Just thank you. We got so lucky.
And you go back to the clock management, too, at the end of the first half. Issues for A&M. It's still in the game, but can they get a stop? Florida's in A&M territory. Here's Trask looking. Mason Crusher steps up and brought down at the 40, so he did get positive yardage. A
Gain of 3.
We have not seen Henry Jones at all. The reason is he's not here. Jones was dressed but didn't play last week. He's normally the backup quarterback. So if something were to happen to Trask, he'd be a true freshman. Gainesville native Anthony Richardson would be winning the game.
2nd and 6. They just said Emory Jones isn't with the team today. Home in Gainesville.
To why Henry Jones isn't here.
2nd and 6. Come on.
But not available is what we were told. 2nd and 7. Run play.
Malik Davis, gain of 1, 2 yards. 3rd and 4. What is going on, Miller? $51. That's not. Stuart Reese, what are you thinking?
Jimbo might lose it. It looked like Stuart Reese shoved an A&M player after the play, though. But
what the heck is he thinking?
That's what the officials saw. Maybe they saw more than that. Yeah, you saw Leal go flying. Stuart Reese, a grad transfer from Mississippi State.
After the play.
Dan Mullen there before Mullen took the Florida job a couple of years ago.
It's on both sides.
Here's Reese at the end of the play, lighting up Leal.
After the play, unsportsmanlike conduct.
Honestly,
51 from Florida. We also have unsportsmanlike conduct number 9 from Texas A&M.
I agree, because if you look at A&M's dude, he's like standing over someone and dancing almost.
So offsetting penalties.
Stuart Reese is coming in and being an enforcer on that. Watch.
On the Leal as you see kind of pushing down.
Stuart Reese is talking smack to DeLance on the ground. Or no, number 9. Number 9's talking smack to DeLance, who's on the ground above Malik Davis, the ball carrier. Stuart Reese comes and says, boy. Tony! Booyah! Ah! That's how we do it! Love this offense. This offense has an identity, man. Stuart Reese is like, you ain't gonna be doing that to me, boy. Like, yo, I have no problem with that penalty on Reese because they were offsetting. Man, you get way to be a protector and enforcer on your team. Like, oh my God. Instant strike, end zone, touchdown, loving it. 28-17.
You're trying to beat a top 5 team. You can't make the mistakes that Texas A&M has made today. Give Kyle Trask some credit, though, too. He's made some pinpoint passes. 3 more touchdowns. 13.
Stuart Reese, the enforcer. Woo! Man, I love this offense. Oh, my goodness. Is there no better feeling than watching a great Florida offensive team drive the ball down the field? Oh, my gosh. It's the best feeling in the world scoring touchdowns. Woo.
Come on, 2 people.
Yeah, thank you for that hands to the face penalty on that poor decision to throw by Kyle Trask that would have been an interception. I'll tell you what, A&M gets the ball back. They have momentum. They take the lead on a touchdown. Now we're up 2 scores because of that penalty. Sometimes you just got to thank the football gods.
For an everyday item to become dangerous. Tide Pod's
Man.
Child Guard Pack helps keep your laundry packs in a safe place and your child safer. To close, twist until it clicks. Tide Pod's Child Guard packaging.
We all look at the same world, but we all look at it in a different way. Some just see beautiful lines. We see character. Some see a new motive. We see a new era. Some see what's there. We see beyond today. Yours are vegan. On a heated Fansville by Dr. Pepper. State has to make this kid. This guy's automatic. No way he wants this.
It was you.
What?
You jinxed it.
Jinxed it? Man? No, you just said no.
Oh my gosh.
You honestly think
Yo, that's the game right there. That's the point where you look back in this game and you're like, that is the turning point. That penalty not being called, the offsetting penalties on third down, and the instant touchdown right after. That's where we look back on this game and say, that's where we won it. That's the drive where we just won this game. Our defense forced the punt, and then we should have had an interception. Penalty saved us, and we got 7 out of it. That's where this game changed, and we won it.
Will Florida now pull away after that touchdown? Up 11, early third quarter. Obviously, a ton of time left, but mistakes killing Texas A&M.
I'm loving it. Jimbo, he's just shooting himself in the foot all game long.
95 yards and 3 touchdowns. A&M will start this drive at a 25. Bad penalties by Texas A&M, and it wasn't just on that last possession.
I said we pull away in the second half, did I not?
Here's Trask getting hit.
That's roughing the passer. That's a good call. That's hands to the face. Terrible throw, but a good call. Tony, wide open. Beautiful throw. Like A&M, all these penalties are legitimate good calls by the ref. Like, hey, this is a well officiated game.
Unsportsmanlike conduct. Number 32, Texas A&M. First of the game. First down.
This is borderline embarrassing. Just because they're happening on top of each other. That's not
Get back, you suck. Get back, you suck. Oh my God. Man, another big penalty. Y'all are playing like a bunch of fools right now.
Andre White after the play, you'll see him. He gets knocked
Oh, he's not upset with how Clement blocked it. Comes up, says something, ref's like, what?
Obviously leads to the official throwing the flag, man. You just can't.
Oh, man.
Can't do it. Florida's too good. You're giving them free plays, free opportunities.
Thank you.
And then can't seem to get out of their own way. And so now backed up at the 13-yard line. I mean, granted, that was big hit by Iverson.
Timeout. Oh, my gosh. Wow. Oh, A&M knows this game's over now. They're pissed. They are so upset. They are shooting themselves in the foot, calling timeouts, costing yards. Oh, my gosh, it's funny. Oh, my God. Kickoff. Yo, he just called a timeout coming out of a kickoff. This is his first time his offense has gotten the ball in his half. Oh, my God. Oh, you're kidding me. You're kidding me. Oh, my gosh. Yo, it's Jimbo Fisher. I'll never forgive him for winning the title of Florida State. Like, this is funny. Oh, my gosh.
Super big 85-inch Samsung QLED TV wins the game.
Oh, my gosh. Mullen really is out-coaching Jimbo, man. Like, we are the more disciplined team. Like, oh, my God. You can clearly see that. Like, y'all, Stuart Reese's penalty was only because he was playing enforcer. Like, that's the only big penalty we've really had against us today, was because he chose to have his teammates back. He made the conscious decision to have his teammates back. Like, I'll take that penalty, man. It was offsetting anyways. We got a touchdown the next play. Like, yo, we are playing so disciplined, and A&M is not. That's all we need to do is just execute our game plan. And, yo, like, we're up 2 scores. We're up 2 scores, and they're starting to fall apart. We hit them in pressure last time, we got pressure last possession, and now they are so upset. Like, y'all, this is where the game ends. All right. Woo. Yeah, Reese is about to beat some. Oh my gosh, that was so funny. As soon as I saw the replay, I'm like, yo, he was just playing enforcer. I'll take that. Like, yo. Oh, no problem. No problem.
You should consider making a big deal about it.
Bigger?
I said bigger.
Bigger deal, bigger than what I'm doing.
We really are lucky we got that flag. Like, I'll go back and say that even when this game's over, be like, man, turning point was us scoring a touchdown on the drive that it should have been an interception. We got bailed out by it. Hands to the face.
On the sideline, the coaches do all the talking. You see Jack on the helmet to Keller on as a coordination to take the quarterback. Winning it as a veteran player.
Let's go Gators.
Personally, have gone over and ripped.
Called a timeout coming out of a kickoff.
On the sideline, I would say, hey, y'all, we are shooting ourselves in the foot. We have only stopped ourselves off.
He's like, yo, we're shooting ourselves in the foot. So I've been saying.
He's a different type of leader. He's very relaxed. He's very calm, very even keeled. As it relates to how he talks to his guys. But Jimbo Fisher's that demonstrative.
Even Ventrell Miller's not playing too bad of a game.
Down right now. Put a drive together.
Ventrell Miller's actually having a pretty good game. And Gary Elam.
Everybody wearing a Texas A&M jersey right now needs to calm down just a little bit because emotions are flaring and it's costing. After the penalty, back up on their 13-yard line. Out of the pistol.
Come on! Are you kidding me?
Out past the 25.
You immediately let them push you like that?
It is Sunday NFL Countdown. Randy Moss, of course, ranking the best catches from today's college game.
Elam's looking a lot like Hendo. I mean,
this season.
I'm not even going to put comparisons on that. C.J. Henderson's better. All right? Like, C.J. Henderson is better. I hope Gary Elam can get to a C.J. Henderson level. He's got the potential to.
To play here in the third. Carry today for Spiller again.
Guys! Hello!
Isaiah Spiller. Gain of 23. How about this right side?
Are you kidding?
We're talking about just an absolute gash. These guys on the right side between Carson Green, South Carolina.
Diabate, where were you going, man? Diabate was the other linebacker. That's on him. He just drifted left.
Physical look so far by that right side of the offensive line. Expecting to continue to lean on that as game goes along and fatigue starts to set in potentially for Florida's defense. Good way to work in the Dragons. South Carolina. That's correct.
Look, another run.
Here he is
oh
again.
My gosh! They're just pulling their guard around every time. Smashing our end and beating the linebackers. Getting to the safeties. Come on. 3 straight plays. That's terrible.
Second string guys that would give them that depth. Defensive end or butt position, Chris Vogel, number 8, is out today. So is C.J. McWilliams, backup corner. And guys, they're going to have to overcome some depth issues up front, especially with Tyree Campbell as well missing this game.
I imagine it's getting hotter down there, too. Holly, pretty hot and humid up here. Spiller with running room again. He is feeling it down to the 33, 5 or 6.
Come on, line.
Guys, I can tell you, it is
Stop
really
getting
beating
pushed.
The sun is beating down straight overhead right now, and you can see guys putting their hands on their hips. They're completely sweated through their uniforms, and it is starting to be oppressive here in this heat.
It's hot, hot, hot.
Like 60 and foggy, and now we're getting close to 90. It definitely has an effect. I mean, every coach said with the unusual camp, we are concerned.
2nd and 4, ball on the 32.
The game goes along. Just going to keep pounding in here. This is Smith.
All right, they're just straight gashing us on the ground. They're not even thinking about throwing right now. This is just run, touchdown. Oh, come on. Are you kidding me, defense?
Let it rip. The right side of the offensive line continue to do work. You see big number 77, Brian McCollum, center, doing a nice job there getting his guys' shoulders converted. Just keep pounding him. I'm Texas A&M. I don't even think about the call of pass right now. Pound away. how your offensive line is playing. All run play so far.
2 tight ends.
Inside the 25. 6 straight run plays. And room again up the middle for Smith. Inside the 20.
They haven't even thrown it. They started the ball on their 15. On their 13.
Right. You're on the left hash. Keep it on the left hash. That way it's harder for Florida to potentially substitute. You've got to run all the way to the other side of the field. So I'm going to say that I'm going to continue to run the ball, work the left side of the offensive line, and see if you'll be able to find a comeback lane.
It's gut check time. I mean,
Smith at running back.
It's another run.
The game, wide receiver. Ton of room here with that offensive line going. Florida's D-line off the ball. Smith
guess what? The next play is going to be a run.
5 or 6 yards downfield. It's an excellent response by Texas A&M.
This is
after some of the previous
hard to watch.
This is the way you take out frustration, by the way. Right there.
I'm starting to get annoyed that Campbell hasn't played at all.
The side of the defensive line kind of falls out of place. And Smith is able to
He really is right now.
I mean, just pound away. Challenge the offensive line. Let that veteran group lead you. 131 yards on the ground. Smith again.
I told you it'd be a run. Guess what? The next play is probably going to be a run.
Bond actually just kept it. Held on to it as long as possible. Probably should have given it. Lost a yard. That look. Florida said, all right, you're not running here. That looked like about 9 guys there in the box.
We had 8 guys in the box last play, and
Florida's
still
on
didn't stop
to
them.
the outside. Let's see if they try to go with that type of defensive alignment again. Spiller is in at running back. At over 100 yards week 1 against Vandy. Play fake. First pass of the drive. On, dumps it off. Wide open, Watermeyer to the 5. Comes up the yard short of the line to game, but they're inside. The Florida 5 yards.
Surprise, they threw it.
I love it. With the way my
Third
team's
short.
running it right now,
You're going to run.
2 downs to get it. You just challenge your offensive line.
What's the score? 28-17 Gators.
Tried to go with a little misdirection. Thought they might be able to sneak wide.
Yeah, we're just not getting off our blocks today.
Florida was in zone coverage trying to keep
This year,
front,
really.
2 downs to get it. Challenge that big group up front. Yeah. And they will pound it first down. Isaiah Spiller.
Pitiful.
Well, Greg, as you said, that's how you take on your anger. That's how you bounce back. Fire your team up. After the mental errors committed in great number today by Texas A&M, but far from being out of this one. The extra point makes it 28-24 with 40.
But I think they're going to run the ball, man. I think they're going to run the ball for a little bit. Don't you?
Ground and power. Allow your veteran quarterback to take advantage. But allow those 6 fellas up front to move it.
Kyrie Campbell hasn't played this season, Brian. I know. Bro, it's that was embarrassing. That's all they were doing was pulling the guard to set the edge for the linebacker to crash down and in, and then it's just the running back gets the corner and meets the safeties 15 yards down the field. Like, come on. I know he did. I called him out too. Brenton Cox, man. Why is he wearing number 1? Yo, he is not playing that well all year. All year. Yep.
I should have closed out of the dryer wrinkles next time.
That was Diabate that missed an assignment on one of the runs too. So yeah, linebacker replacement Diabate.
Less wrinkles and static and more softness and freshness. Bounce out wrinkles with bounce wrinkle guard dryer sheets.
Oh, this is embarrassing. This is embarrassing to watch, man. I know.
Hey, look, let me tell you something.
I know.
First thing, you
Hey.
can't call on the shelf.
Right. How is LSU only? How is LSU only up 38-31 on Missouri? Oh my gosh. I know we are. Like, I'm looking at LSU. I'm like, if Missouri's doing that, wait till you face our offense. Anyways, yeah. That's the comment right there. They took out their frustration on that drive. They sure did. Anyways, probably later. That's the comment right there. A&M took out their frustration on that drive and punched us in the face. That's what just happened, everyone. Let's see if we can counter, all right? That just happened. That wasn't fun to watch.
If you elect me, your taxes are going to be raised, not cut.
What does that mean for you? More taxes taken out of your paycheck.
It's a good thing that we don't really have an elite offensive team left on our schedule. Like A&M and Ole Miss were the best offensive teams we will face. And we're going to get them out of the way 3 weeks into the year. That's good for us.
President Trump fixed our economy before. He's doing it again. I'm Donald J. Trump.
All right, come on. Vanderbilt, that's a win. Missouri, that's a win. We're going to beat Georgia, Tennessee. They don't have an elite offense. Kentucky, all they do is run. But then again,
I feel like I can finally trust my bank. I don't really have to think about it, which is really, really cool. Obviously, early payday, it's great. There are no monthly fees. I always have peace of mind that my money is in the right place and in good hands. My name is Macy, and I love banking with Chime.
Start banking with Chime today at chime.com.
The 12th man is feeling it. Wherever the students are, the Taco Bell Live Moss student section lives. Visit Live Moss.
We're not playing good defense. I mean, we've had great defenses over the years, but yeah, this is the worst the defense looked under Mullen.
25-yard line. All right, time now for our Aflac trivia question. Texas A&M alum Edwin Kyle used how much of his own money in 1904 to build what would become Kyle Field?
A lot.
Oh my goodness! How many digits? We need a hint.
The answer is a lot of money.
I'm going to say 5 digits. 4 digits. 4 digits.
There we go.
I'm going to say $500.
We got Whittemore in the game.
5 million. Trask pumps and trouble.
I'd rather take a sack than another poor throw.
So is Tyree Johnson. Hurt himself too. Yep, the Go Dramatica celebrate injury there from Bobby Brown. Oh man, I hope he's okay.
There's no defensive leader. There's no defensive identity for our team.
Oh man, teammate kind of pushed him and it kind of caught him off guard, and that right leg kind of hyperextended. Oh my goodness. This is such an important player. First team all SEC preseason. Good on Bobby. All right, so let's watch here after the sack. He's fired up. He's moving. His teammate.
He just hurt himself celebrating a sack.
And kind of pushed him from behind. Not much though, Greg. Not much. It's just awkward. You can see it. Right leg.
He just, his teammate. Oh my God! Literally, that's a Tedkin Jr. That's a Tedkin Jr. folks. His teammate hurt him celebrating a play. That's a Tedkin Jr.
He's got some momentum now after the 6-yard setback on the sack. First sack of the game for either team. Here's Trask on 2nd and 16. Trying to hit Tony. It's incomplete.
3rd and long. 3rd and 16. That's a Tedkin Jr., folks.
Does it look like Jalen Jones is about to celebrate and maybe throw him to the ground? But Johnson, senior linebacker, it's like,
all right, that stadium's loud now.
They're cranked up here at Kyle Field for a bit of a 3rd down.
That's decently loud.
That was a beautiful sound in
really is a beautiful sound. I don't even care that it's on the road. Crowd noise.
16. Play clock at 0. Dan Mullen may have called a timeout before the penalty, which would be the second. It would only leave them with one. The officials are discussing whether it's a delay or a penalty. I almost feel like if I'm Dan Mullen, I'd rather keep that timeout. I mean, you're 3rd and 16.
Yeah, let's get loud in that stadium. I'll tell you what.
Guys, here's the weird part of 2020 is it hasn't been that loud at college games around the country with the limited attendance. But in that moment right now, I'm standing about 30 feet away from where Kyle Trask is.
I'm out for it.
And it was deafening. The way these fans are here, they feel like they're right on top of us. That's the first time I've heard it get that loud all game. And you can see it caused a delay communicating that play at the line.
Yeah, it did. Like, that crowd noise caused for that timeout. It really did.
Back to the line of scrimmage, trying to talk to his tight end, trying to get it all communicated. Kyle probably.
No, that was Manziel's first game. Like,
Kyle, let's call it crowd noise, man. We hadn't heard it in a long time. But as you can see, clearly having an effect is the offensive lineman. You see Lance having to go back and communicate, and Kyle tries to come up, make an adjustment, communicate a little bit more. Again, didn't work on the silent count.
that's just communication between Trask and the line, man. The crowd noise literally caused that timeout.
Clearly not much.
That crowd noise literally caused that timeout, man. That's why I'm glad we're playing Kyle Field when it's not maximum capacity, because that is a loud stadium. That stadium at max capacity probably gets louder than the Swamp, honestly. Yeah, 3rd and 16. Come on, Malik, go, go, go. Now we got to punt, man.
Another injured defensive lineman for Texas A&M. That's Tyree Johnson after Bobby Brown went out just a couple of plays ago.
Hope your own dude didn't hurt you.
So you look at Brown, you've got
Siler,
Tyree
Spikes,
Johnson injured. One name we haven't called in a long time is Kyle Pitts. Now, there was a period of time we were on the sideline in the second quarter for a drive, but he's on the day, got 3 catches, 5 targets, but that was
Gerard Davis. Oh, my God. I'd take any of them right now.
It was on the first drive. It really was. And they've done a pretty good job of bracketing him. And honestly, if you look at the Florida passing game, and
we're a top offense, but yeah, our defense.
He's been very reliable.
That's all I gotta say about that.
And used really more as a decoy.
4th and 5.
As opposed to the opening start of the game. Jacob Finn, the punt, and Nia Smith, who's changed.
Terrible punt.
The punt return to number 19, but he's not going to get a look at that. It was a bad punt.
35-yard line.
Jacob Finn.
34.
A&M has all the momentum. Just a 38-yard punt. Most of that coming off that one hop.
Shank the punt.
Athletic trivia questions.
Everything's going wrong. That can't go wrong right now.
$500. I'll go 501. 650. Come on, man. That's a win. Hey, Price is right. You chose first. Closest without going over. That's a winner. Think about that. $650 to build a stadium. That's about what Jerry Jones paid in Arlington. Add about 4 more zeros. Goodness.
Well, ball to 34. Defense, they're probably going to run.
If you invest wisely, you never know what you can build. That's a good point.
Guess what? They ran it. Game 2.
Spiller, the breakfast order on the last drive was pancakes. Just have the offensive lineman pancake the D-line, which they did. They tried to go back to the run there. It is only a game of 2. And the Florida defense has struggled. It's obvious with how they played against
I would call a play action here.
Pieces missing, especially in the pass rush, that haven't necessarily materialized just yet. You see today, Texas A&M, at 356 yards,
7.1 yards per play.
7 yards per play. Love to be obviously under 3. So tough time so far for Florida. They're going to run it again. Spiller able to squeak through a hole, get out to the 50.
That should have been no gain. But our
all afternoon long between Missouri and LSU. Here's Miles Brennan, a 75-yard touchdown pass to Terrace Marshall. That's
terrible
Marshall's
safety play.
The day, his career high, guys. They moved this game to Columbia because of Hurricane Delta. You wonder if it factors in for LSU.
What do you think of LSU so far? I mean, you knew it was going to be a tall order to come close to what you did a year. Yeah, I mean, it's what I've been surprised by is how much they struggle on defense. They still have really good players, including Derek Singleton.
3rd and 5. Come on, defense. Force a punt.
They're down in 5 here.
We're only bringing 3. No, 5.
On the day, pressure coming. Blitz is picked up.
Delayed bit. On the ground.
From the quarterback and Weidermeyer with a beautiful grab. Let's take a better look at that from the AT&T Skycam. Someone check his gloves. There's some Velcro on those gloves. My goodness. That ball thrown hard, too, over the middle. He just snags it with one hand.
That was a good catch.
I'm telling you, man, that is awesome. Right there, Weidermeyer.
Another run right in the middle.
Game after that pass play, and it looked like Spiller, the running back, got tripped up.
I'm going to start just looking at Brenton Cox and be like, all right, how's he messing up this play? Like, come on, man.
Guys, this might be some good news for Texas A&M. I was just checking on Bobby Brown III. I saw him with that right knee injury when he celebrated, and I just saw a guy in the crowd ask him, "Are you okay?" He gave him the thumbs up. He's getting on the bike right now to work it out. He is putting weight on that foot, moving around, so let's see if he can return.
And that would be great after what happened there. Fortunate injury during the celebration.
2nd and 8.
Inside a minute to go in the quarter. Here's Mond on 2nd down. Chapman pulls it in.
Why are we bringing late blitzers?
Day for Caleb Chapman, 5 catches.
They're either doing quick runs or quick throws. Why are we bringing delayed blitzing?
Really reliable. Big target. Calamont and accurate trying to go after him. If I'm Texas A&M right here, 3rd short plus territory, I'm going to go heavy play action. Heavy play action. See if I can't steal one down the field. I'm going to come back and maybe go for it on 4th down.
3rd and 2.
Instead they run it. Spiller.
Get off your block, Cox!
He runs hard. 3 or 4. D lineman right there.
He's not attacking the play. He's letting the plays come to him. And he's getting pumped. End of 3rd, y'all.
Ryan College Station, Kyle Field, A&M without the top 5 wins under Jimbo Fisher. Can they finally get it? They're down 4 and number 4 as we go to the 4th.
Carl's Jr. and Hardee's present Prime Rib. Oh, yeah. We took tender prime rib, charred broiled Angus beef, and melted cheddar cheese sauce and piled them all
This is
together.
terrible.
But we didn't stop.
Anyways,
We
y'all,
also took tender prime rib.
end of the 3rd. If you haven't subscribed already, hit that subscribe button.
Fried egg.
And if you haven't liked the video, go ahead and leave a thumbs up.
Because we care.
As it's time for some Tom Petty, y'all.
Prime rib
Oh,
and
my
farm
goodness!
Hardee's.
Defense! Y'all are terrible.
Hey, man, I really appreciate that Patrick Price on my insurance, Jake from State Farm.
Roll back
See
down.
you, champ. That's the first.
You can stand me up.
Patrick.
It's the gates of hell. Hold on. Won't back down.
Come on.
No one.
favors, just
Stand my ground. Don't get turned around.
And only for a day.
Now keep this world from dragging me down, and I stand my ground.
Can a healthier heart lead you?
Stand back.
For people with
Whoa,
heart failure,
back
taking interest,
down.
it may lead
I
to
won't
a
back.
level
Hey,
of
baby,
people stay alive and out of the hospital.
there ain't no easy way out.
Close farm or death.
Hey, yeah.
Or if you
Stand my ground.
the most serious side effects
And
of
I
healthy
won't
living is low blood
back
pressure, kidney
down.
problems, or high blood potassium. Ask your doctor about
Oh,
interest.
what's right? I got
When it comes
just
to buying a home,
one
they
life.
say cash is king. But you're a home
Sun pushing me around. Stand my ground. And I won't back down. I won't back down, baby. There ain't no easy way out. Hanging out. Stand my ground. And I won't back down. I mean, our offensive line is doing their job. That sack was on Trask. The line gave him protection. I mean, our line is pushing them, but we are just doing nothing on the defensive side of the ball on the line.
Experience the rewards without curiosity.
I won't back down, baby. There ain't no easy way out. I won't back down. Stand my ground. And I won't. There ain't no easy way out. Hanging out. Yeah.
Are you ready for a Monday night?
And I won't back down. Fourth quarter starting now.
Florida leading Texas.
Pull back down, Gators. Come on. Stand your ground.
Kyle Trask for the Gators and Kellen Mond.
Had one bad offensive possession all game.
They got it back in the game. 97 yards on the ground.
And a shank punt.
In the third quarter alone. That's really committing to that offensive line and that run game is Isaiah Spiller. That's really started to put together an excellent performance, taking advantage of the Florida defense. It's been a difficult time.
Killing us. Killing us in the
game. Great job of tackling in space. So let's see if the Aggies continue to lean on that run game here in the fourth quarter. Instead, it's play action for Mond.
Mine.
Single coverage. A flag is on the ball from out of the end zone. Going for Chapman. Defended by
I swear, if you call anything on Marco there, that ball was thrown out of the end zone.
Kellen Mond had a little adrenaline on that throw. I'm telling you, he thought, think about that one in the break.
Uncatchable.
Probably told him, hey, we're going to come back with a shot.
That was so uncatchable. That was so uncatchable.
Back in the end zone. Well, that's the thing. I mean, if that's interference, is that considered a catchable pass?
No.
Holding. Defense number 3.
That ball was so uncatchable.
That means that occurred before the ball was thrown. Todd Grant trying to get this defense going a little bit. Ramps up some of the pressure.
That penalty should not be called. That ball was not even in the playing field.
Because of the pressure he puts on the quarterback. What neutralizes pressure sometimes is a really sound and dominant rushing attack. So let's see what Grantham tries to attack him with the first and 10. With both Spiller and Smith in the game, here's Mond keeping it.
I swear to God. At least Elam hit him hard. Golly.
Good pick up there on first down. Well, on Monday night, we have a double header for you.
Throwing all day on this, running all day on this. This is painful.
Hour by hour, they play the Broncos, then the Chargers, and
Missouri is tied with LSU. 38 all.
Eastern time with Monday night countdown. I guess I'm canceling my plans for Monday. That's my goodness. I can't wait for that doubleheader. How about Justin Herbert too? The LA Chargers now the starting quarterback.
2nd and 4.
That decision, rookie from Oregon, was excellent early on. 2nd and 4, Mond again. That was well defended by Florida.
The running back coming in the lane.
At the 20, third down.
Wow.
You got to think here, Texas A&M. The way you're running the football, is it 4-down territory? Right now, you're looking about 3rd and 3. Running the ball really efficiently. You got some Florida Gators defenders, hands on the hips. You challenge that offensive line yet again and say, hey, you guys got 2 downs to get it here. 3rd and short. Such a big game for Texas A&M. The
3rd and 3.
Getting a little anxious. 9-4 2 years ago. Jigger's first year. 8-5 last year. Still no wins over a top 5 team, but a chance to pick it up. Can they get the first down?
Thank you.
Maybe they go on 4th down the UNC. They picked up about a yard. Offense still on the field. They're going. Offensive line's been playing.
We're running, guys.
Again, to beat the top 5 team, at some point, you got to make a play. At some point, you got to do something special, and maybe it's here. Plenty of time to kick a field goal. Cut it to a 1-point game, but Jimbo wants more right now.
Come on.
In here. With Spiller on 4th and 2. Spiller.
Son of a bitch.
First down. That would qualify as special.
Oh, we're losing now. Well, 2 scores. Do nothing on offense. Defense still can't do shit.
40 rushing yards and 2 touchdowns for Isaiah Spiller.
This defense is
Like
embarrassing.
was saying, don't ever run on
It
the field
is
to one of the
flipping
guys
embarrassing.
Extra point makes it 31-28. Texas A&M has the lead over number 4.
I'm not happy right now. Oh my God, I'm so upset.
So you can fight properly. Red Bull.
How nice of you. But also Stephen. Mine. No, mine.
All game long, man. Well, Gators, we're losing now. It's in the 4th quarter. If you haven't hit that thumbs up button, go ahead and hit the thumbs up, man. Like this video. Invite your friends to watch. We need all the Gators we can. Oh, my gosh. We can't tackle worth crap. We can't stop a run. We can't stop a pass. We can't do anything right now.
Introducing the all-new turbocharged K5.
Right now, AARP's work is more important than ever.
Help!
Access to health care, affordable prescription
Help!
drugs, opportunities to
We need
save
help on
education.
defense.
That's what AARP fights for because that's what everyone
Help!
deserves.
For $5, you could
Oh my
upgrade to the
gosh.
Sprinkly Sprinkle Pack on Cupcake Conquest. Or you could upgrade to all this. 2 crunchy tacos and a
I never would have guessed they would pull their guard on a run to the left on power on 4th and 2. They were doing that the whole 3rd quarter.
If you elect me, your taxes are going to be raised, not cut.
What does that mean for you? More taxes taken out of your paycheck. Higher gas prices at the pump and utility bills at home. Skyrocketing medical bills. You compete with illegal immigrants to keep your job.
Yo, this is not on anyone on offense, guys. This is 100%, 1,000% on our freaking defense.
President Trump fixed our economy before. He's doing it again.
I'm Donald J. Trump, and I approve this message.
At Square, we can help you take payments, no matter what you sell or where you do business. Sign up at square.com and start taking payments in minutes. Pay low
Of course,
prices,
Brenton Cox messed
no
up the play.
monthly fees. Get your money instantly, the next day, or on a schedule that works for you. Make the switch to Square now and see why millions across the country take payments with Square. Get a free reader when you sign up at square.com now.
Some SEC action to get you updated on. It is pouring rain in Nashville. Kevin Harris for South Carolina, 88-yard
Guys.
touchdown there.
Can I get in?
Up big over Vanderbilt, 34-7.
Orange.
About 12 minutes left to go in the 4th quarter.
Orange.
And then a wild one in Missouri.
Orange.
Tied
Orange.
up now.
Orange.
Actually, LSU just took a lead with a field goal.
Blue.
You can see there, Connor Bazelon.
Blue.
Guys, Eli Drinkwitz
Blue.
for his
Blue.
offense. That has
Blue.
something to do with this, not just LSU's defense.
Orange. Blue.
The first
Orange! Blue! Orange! Blue! Let's go, Gators!
Look at that touchdown from the AT&T 5G Skycam. I just love this little wrap concept. It's a little bend concept. See Spiller on 4th and short trying to run to the right side of the opposite line, and then he follows those reversers back around to the left to create some leverage there on the edges of the defense. That's a really nice design, especially taking advantage of the aggressiveness by Florida's defense. Understanding the down and distance. Spiller's been outstanding in the second half.
First real adversity that Trask has faced in 2020. And when you're
Pitts.
some adversity, go to the best player. Kyle Pitts, first catch since the first quarter, and a gain of 9.
Just like it's automatic, right? I mean, hey, things aren't really going well. Let's get this offense back into a rhythm. Where's 84? Oh, there he is. I'm going to throw it to him. Good job.
It's like you and Julio back in the day.
Second one.
Absolutely. Need a big play.
Nick, one right.
Out of the backfield.
Go. Thank you. Cross the 50. Field goal range. Leg out.
O'Neal on that play. But man, you could see that after the catch. If he broke a tackle, he was going to pick up another 20 yards. He got 28 in all.
I saw that the whole time.
Good job here. As he's got his running back right, working his
Nice little stick route, halfback wheel.
Finishes that run. Not the biggest guy on the roster at the running back.
Go to the shoulder, man. Get physical. Ball in 40. Play action. Looking deep. Throws. Pitts. Oh my God! What a catch! Whoa! First down. Gee Louise. Oh, you're kidding me.
With those incredible hands, pulled it in. And it's a first down.
Not a good throw by Trask. Oh my God, what an athlete, Kyle Pitts.
Because it's tipped up in the air and a defender gets it. Pitts.
You're kidding me.
You see that massive catch radius and the athleticism too. The focus, get the catch.
11 minutes, come on.
First forward for a few yards after catch. First down on the 30-yard line. Wright stays in the game at running back. And it's a play action. Trask in trouble.
Throw it away.
Trask throws for Pitts, but it's incomplete. There's been some excellent tight ends recently. A lot of first-round draft picks in the last 5-6 years. Tight position. I don't know if that's a better one. I think it's the toughest matchup in college football.
Anyone else's adrenaline just go from here to here? Oh my goodness, let's go.
He runs 4.540. He's excellent with his route running and the way he can stretch the field vertically, and with how he's improved as a blocker, you can keep him in line and create better matchups for him. I just don't know who you cover him.
Second and 10.
Go, Nick, one, go.
Reversing.
Gain of 5.
You say
I'm nervous too, my man. Oh my goodness.
Pass catcher, regardless of position. Should be hard pressed to find. There's so many good receivers, but I'm trying really hard not to be a prisoner of the moment because I've now seen Kyle Pitts twice and he's put on the show both days. So I'm trying hard not to be a prisoner of the moment, but he'd be at or near the top of every list if I had to pick a guy to rely on. Here he is single covered, way wide on true freshman. See if they go that way on 3rd and 5. That's where the ball's going. Pitts against the true freshman.
Oh, they call it incomplete.
Incomplete. It's 4th down and 5. I'd love to see that again because just live.
I'm about to be like, if he fell down and still caught it.
He slipped and still almost caught the ball.
So close. Do his hands get underneath it?
Hit the ground.
I mean, it can move if you control it.
Does it touch the ground?
But even if it does break, if you've got control, it can touch the ground. Does he have control?
See, right there, it does look like the bottom of the ball does in fact hit the ground. And it was closer than I initially thought.
It's close. Go for the tie.
For McPherson, play clock is down to 1. They don't have to burn their last timeout. It could be a delay of the game.
Would have missed it anyways. What the heck, Evan?
Maybe Dan Mullen didn't want to use that last timeout. McPherson has the leg. He's made a 55-yarder this year.
Stop calling him
But he just missed
McPherson.
on that one, although everything was
McPherson.
9 minutes, 59 seconds.
It's got to be disruptive for the kicker. You see the flag. You know what the clock's at. You're waiting for the snap. You hear the whistle. He's an excellent kicker.
Got me nervous that this one's going to miss. Come on, Evan. 48 yards. You got this. That's a false start. Are you kidding me? Who's shooting themselves in the foot now, Gators? It's a 53-yard attempt now. Stupid left guard put his foot back.
Will Harry, who's in there really only on field goal tries. So now it's a 53-yard attempt. Imagine he made a 55-yarder earlier this year.
$53-yard attempt.
Now what?
Timeout.
Texas A&M.
Texas A&M.
Just looking okay. They have
He's gonna try to. I feel like Jimbo's really icing the kicker right here.
So each team with one timeout.
Jimbo is really icing the kicker with 10 minutes left in the game. Jimbo's icing the kicker with 10 minutes left in the game.
Find your 1 in 4 million.
We may be getting outplayed right now, but we're still not being outcoached. At least not head coach level. On defense, yeah, we're getting outcoached. Grantham, you're terrible. Defense, you're terrible at executing. Oh my gosh.
Get it on cars.com. We believe in coffee that opens more eyes to black business. Make believe made for
Sorry, like this Gator team just went from me having their back to me wanting to just blast everyone on defense. It's been that embarrassing to watch today.
flavors that set a new course. And 100 shades.
Yeah, I know. I know he would have.
We believe in good we can all afford. Ouch, ouch, baby. The calming scent of lavender.
Still a lot of game left, everyone. 10 minutes.
Laundry isn't done until it's
And
done.
Jimbo Fisher just iced.
Describe the Whopper by our plain fruit patty.
Pickles, tomatoes, onion.
Me encanta. Me hungry. You guys have a Whopper?
People crave what's real, and that's why we remove colors, flavors, and preservatives from artificial sources from the Whopper. Now in the 2 for $5 mix and match deal.
In all honesty, probably wasn't that bad of a decision to ice Evan right there. Those were just 2 5-yard penalties that happened, and he took a practice attempt and missed. It's actually not a poor decision. If he called that timeout to ice him, it wasn't that poor of a decision. But, like, there's still 10 minutes left, and he just called one of your timeouts. May need those later. I don't really disagree with icing the kicker right there. It actually is kind of smart.
American road is calling, so what's it gonna be?
I'm really nervous. I'm never nervous. I'm never nervous about Evan kicking the ball. And I'm nervous as heck for this kick here. Not unless we drastically change. No, this is not a championship defense. This is terrible. And it's every team we face so far. Like, it's not just, oh, that's Lane Kiffin. Oh, that's Texas A&M. They're on the road. Like, no, it's everyone. It's all 3 games. It's been consistently poor.
One and only BJ Flame Grilled Whopper.
I'm never nervous for the McPherson kick. But I'm nervous as hell right now.
Will try a 53-yarder to tie the game. Evan McPherson, the all-time leader in field goal percentage.
Come on, Evan. Give my Eddies for good luck.
Made a 55
Eddies for Evan.
earlier in the season.
Snap, hold, kick, on its way, looking good, it's good! Thank you! Tie game!
We say this a lot in exaggeration.
Woo!
That was good from at least 63, maybe longer, maybe more like 85. I mean, that ball had a rocket behind it. Beautifully done by McPherson as he ties the game here in College Station.
Oh, you better botch this, Baker. Too much heat. Gonna burn up that meat. Step on a crack. Break your mama's back. Step on a crack. You're gonna get sacked. You're gonna roll it, Baker. Oh, you're gonna love it. You can only perform when he's under pressure. Yep. Baker. Still watching.
This game. Oh my gosh. I did not want it to be tied with our defense taking the field in the fourth quarter.
Just for men, mustache and beard.
Come on, defense. Come on. Yep. Hey, let's see if only having one timeout's gonna hurt us. Can't stop a nosebleed. Nah, man, we are as soft as a wet noodle right now on defense. Hopefully this game wakes him the heck up. I don't think he's gonna get out. Like maybe after the year, but he's not gonna be fired midseason. Like he's just not. So like maybe this really wakes up our defense and be like, yo, we're just not as good as we think. And hopefully this is a giant wake-up call to defensive planning. God, this is embarrassing. They've done whatever they wanted on offense.
Every day happens.
Every time they've touched the ball.
Which is why there's a full line of Mother's Speed products that can help you get back that showroom clean and shine fast. When every day happens,
please just get one stop. And if y'all are watching, please just go ahead, hit that subscribe button and the thumbs up. It's really good. It means a lot to me. I appreciate it. It goes a lot for my algorithm to help out my channel. Because I'm only doing streaming right now. I know.
Rise together.
This is
ESPN Plus, your sports, our originals, now
I
streaming.
think I need some luck. I gotta put this
This is
in. I
college
gotta put
football
this
on
in.
ESPN,
That's
presented
what
by
it is.
Geico
That's
as we
what it is.
continue Dr. Pepper's championship drive.
That's what it is, everyone. I need to put this on. All right. Hold on yet.
Kicked off for the 35. Made a 53-yarder. They're absolutely blasted it. And makes it look effortless as he kicks it through the end zone for a touchback. Let's go to the studio.
Man, North Carolina is inside the 15, but Virginia Tech coming back on them. In fact, they scored 3 touchdowns in 5 minutes and 43 seconds, making their way back. This one, Hendon Hooker to Tavion Robinson, 33 yards scored. They went for 2 in the third quarter.
Virginia Tech. Oh, my gosh.
And then Texas and Oklahoma, you see the score there. Oklahoma pulling away. Spencer Rattler back in the game after being out in the first half. And he's looked different, more calm in this second half.
There we go. All right. Come on. Here we go.
Yeah,
Change up the shirt, you know.
On the year. How about Virginia Tech? What a comeback. That's a team to watch maybe in
Yes.
the ACC. Tell you what, the ACC, most improved, without question, as far as conference are concerned. A&M goes back to the ground game. Another punishing run by Spiller out to the 31 for 5. 2 terrific quarterbacks here. We'll also see 2 tonight on ABC. Derek King in Miami, ranked number 7, taking on Trevor Lawrence.
Gators.
And number 1, Clemson. 7:30 Eastern, 4:30 Pacific on ABC and the ESPN app. What do you think of that ball game? I think it's a heck of a matchup. Derek King and that offense.
2nd and 4.
There for Miami. The tempo they play with. So fun to watch. Clemson really hasn't had to do a whole lot just yet. I've got a feeling their best might come out tonight. Another run play on 2nd down. This time, nowhere
3rd and
to go
5.
for Spiller.
Come on.
We have not seen many plays go for 0 or negative yards on the ground for A&M in the second half. The Big third down here. We have Todd Grantham handles this from a defensive coordinator standpoint. 3rd and 4. This is a tough spot, too, for Kellen Mond. I mean, he hasn't thrown a pass, it feels like, in forever. And especially in a critical down and distance. They've been so in rhythm with the run game. So first throwing a little bit. Let's see if he's on the mark. 8 attempts in the second half after 22 in the first. Nearing the midway point here in the fourth quarter.
3rd and 4.
Florida rushing 5. And open comes Smith for a first down. He lost the ball.
Please tell me. Please tell me. Please tell me. Please tell me that's a fumble.
Marco Wilson with a fumble recovery.
Can we get a review this time?
The officials haven't made a ruling yet.
Can we review it this time? Who's that? Cox hurt?
Can't see the number on the injured Florida player. Officials still conferring. We'll come back and sort it out.
Running on the field is a completed catch with a fumble recovered by the defense.
Yes!
Frustrated that your clothes
Yes!
when you wash them and they just don't look the same. Well, now there's a solution with Downy Defy Damage. Downy Defy Damage protects your clothes from the stretching.
God, I hope that's upheld. I want to see a review. Please.
Simply toss in detergent, add Defy beads, then toss in your clothes. And Downy Defy's unique formula conditions and protects fibers, so clothes stay looking newer, longer. Now you can protect your clothes so they look newer longer with Downy Defy Damage.
Who had the strip, Stewart? Because I know Marco recovered.
Say, baby, look, let me tell you something. See, first thing, you can't be calling on my shelf. Second thing is you can't be... No, baby, it's me. My Bunny. Bad Bunny? Where you at, player?
Well, the last turnover that should have been a fumble on them should have been reviewed, but it wasn't, and that resulted in 7 points for A&M. So, yeah. This one deserves to go our way.
Diane retired and opened.
Yeah, all turnovers are reviewable, but they can choose not to review if it is a turnover, like they did earlier.
Explain to me all the ways Nationwide can help protect financial futures in Payton. Nationwide can help the Greens get lifetime income with their $1,000.
I'm like, I'm breaking out all the Gator stuff right now, y'all. Took this down from my car. Let's go. Come on. Oh my gosh, y'all. This game has me so nervous.
You didn't know how bad you wanted fried rib, char-broiled Angus beef, and melted cheddar cheese sauce, but now you do.
I think my prediction. What was my prediction? Like, what did I say? 27-38? Around there? Like, oh, man. I said in between 7 to 11 points. Take the over. And my prediction was like 38-27.
New Canada Dry Bold Ginger, not your grandma's ginger ale.
The super big 85-inch Samsung QLED TV.
Pulled away in the second half, but we tried. Then our offense didn't score. Our defense didn't get a stop until now, hopefully. And our offense didn't score. Otherwise, we would have pulled away. Pull away, we go up 2 scores. Like, oh. We were up 2 scores.
TV is made for football. Get a new TV, free content, and Care Plus for a low monthly payment with Samsung Access.
Can't wait to tell everyone about AT&T's big 5G.
Stand your ground, Gators. Don't back down.
Nationwide 5G?
Yep.
And that's faster?
Faster, yeah.
But is it reliable?
And secure.
You should consider making a big deal about it.
Bigger?
I said bigger.
Oh. Bigger deal.
Bigger what I'm doing?
It's not complicated. A 5G network needs a 5G device. Get the new Samsung Galaxy S20 FE 5G for free when you trade in.
Ruling on the field is a turnover, and looking at the replay, it appears they got it right. Jeremiah Moon, first of all, hit his own guy, Brad Stewart, who went to the locker room. But more pressing is the fumble by Anais Smith here. Look at the clean and rip by Moon to force a turnover at the 37 of A&M. Great job by Moon, hustling, retracing.
Brad Stewart!
Football. That was the play Florida's defense needed. A&M had an awful lot of momentum here in the second half.
We were in field goal range, Gators.
Team, and after that last McPherson field goal, Florida's already in field goal range.
Run.
Gators will run. Oh, Pierce got smacked by Johnson. A loss on the play.
You guys, the Florida defense has been wilting a little bit over here, but that turnover has energized this Gators sideline. Tadeo Slayton just came over, was yelling at his guys, listen, if we just stop the run, we're right back in this ball game. They've got some energy now. We'll see if that can help them finish out the strong quarter.
Oh my God, there's energy on the sideline.
So in favor of A&M here in the second half.
Second and 11.
Really needed to get off the field right there. Turnover did just that. Trask, 3 touchdown passes today.
Woo!
He finds Tony over
First down, Tony. Go, Tony.
and finally down to 22. Gain of 16. And a first down for the Gators. Midway through the fourth in a tie ball game between ranked teams.
Needed that.
Field. And I love taking advantage of the matchup here. You got Kadarius Toney on the left working against the linebacker on a little bit of a juke route. See him move a little bit, a little
Great
shimmy.
pocket awareness from Trask.
Kadarius Toney in the open field working against Buddy Johnson. That's advantage Gators. It's a great job by the offensive coordinator, Ryan Johnson, finding a matchup that they can take advantage of. Play fake, Trask, long.
There you go. There you go. Tony. Tony. First and goal.
Field and freed up Tony, and it is first and goal for Florida. Okay, this is a nice job there by Tony. Very patient, working across the field. Nobody really there to account for big.
Get it, Damian.
Here's the running back on first and goal.
Now you got it, Kyle. Really, ref? Looked like he did that to me.
Trask talking to the official, saying he stretched it out initially before contact, but he did not give it to him.
Looked like he stretched it out to me too, ref. Boom. Thank you.
Florida. The Gators are back in front.
Oh my God, thank you.
Kyle Trask, with his parents who are both Texas A&M grads, grew up about an hour and a half from here in Manville, Texas, named after Kyle Field. He's getting his name into the Heisman race.
Oh my
Touchdown
gosh.
passes today, 14 on the year.
Hold kick. Extra point's good. We're up a touchdown. 38-31. I'm only 4 points off my prediction if the score holds up.
And we'll be back in 10 seconds.
It was a t-shirt change. Thank you. You noticed. Yes, it was. Yes, it was the t-shirt change.
Grew up an Aggie fan.
You're welcome.
Family, all Texas A&M fans, but not really recruited coming out of high school. Florida wasn't even sure what they had, and he's had another brilliant effort here today, taking advantage of the A&M giveaway to take the lead back.
Stand your ground, Gators. Finish. F-I-N-I-S-H. Come on.
Composure. Never sweating as A&M seized momentum in the game. Never sweating. Allowing his defense to make a play for him, and boom, he takes it right down the field. Very accurate throws. And leads Florida to the go-ahead score. Really,
I won't even say that. I'm not even going to start saying that till we're up 2 scores. All right.
In his 37th start as an Aggie, the pressure on his shoulders. It'll be a tough catch. Moss will start from his 25. Here's Laura.
All right, Dave, we told you that Virginia Tech was making it a game against North Carolina. Sam Howell answers here with a 12-yard touchdown pass to Daz Newsom, but Virginia Tech has scored on all 4 of their second-half drives. Has scored now.
What a shootout there, VT and UNC.
Also, this was a whole lot of fun. NC State, Virginia quarterback Wendell Stone.
Wow.
That wasn't fun for him, but
Fat man pick
for the
6.
big man lumbering in for the touchdown there. You can see the score. It's 31-14 for NC State is up.
It's a great early game, some high-scoring
Let's go.
games.
Defense, come on.
6:14 left here. Remember, only one timeout for A&M. Ellen Mond on his 25-yard line. Gonna hand it off.
Nice. Ibate almost had a missed tackle, but he got it.
Today's Weekend Wake Up brought to you by Wendy's Breakfast.
You OSD, get a stop. You're darn right.
ABC, Iowa State.
They got a turnover, though.
Bama and Ole Miss tonight on ESPN and our ABC Prime game.
Got a turnover last possession.
Top-ranked Clemson. The heck of a slate.
Oh, I was more terrified with the tide and our defense on the field. I can breathe a little bit with us being up 7.
On 2nd and 3.
Boom!
Facing pressure and reaching out to make
You know what? Sometimes hitting the quarterback is all that matters. All right? You know, I'll take the little mini win in that. God, at least we hit him. At least we hit him.
Starting to dial up a couple pressures. He just takes a hit right here.
Don't you be praising Todd Grantham right now. Are you kidding me? You're giving him credit for that blitz? Look at the yards allowed. Give him credit for that.
It's a top 5 ranked team.
13 second half first downs. You're kidding me.
Excellent throw. Plenty of time here for A&M, and plus that Florida defense got to be tired.
5 minutes left in the game.
Second half. Between several defenders.
First down, ball midfield.
Play action here for Mon. Moving to his right. Looking deep. Got a receiver.
Marco! Oh, no, Marco, you let him catch that!
Chapman shaking off on a ball that looked like it might get intercepted, but Chapman ripped it away from the defender. 51 yards. How about Kellen Mond? 3rd touchdown pass today.
Dude probably cramped up.
2 of them have been to Chapman, who's still down. All right, this is really nicely done here. You're going to see Chapman, who goes over the top. Watch the safety really fight on this over route. See the safety? He'll stay down, which allows Chapman.
Oh, thanks, Sean.
One-on-one. Ball's a little late and underthrown, but Chapman does a great job going up and making the play. We talked about it at the beginning of the game. The biggest thing for Kellen Mond is he's got to hit those big plays down the field. If they're going to be successful, this offense is going to hit its stride. It's got to be down the field. He's got to connect on those. He's done so several times today, and another beautiful throw there to Chapman, who goes up and makes an excellent play.
I can't believe Marco actually tried to pick that instead of just. I mean, you do that, it's incomplete, man.
He's missed all of 2018 with a knee injury. Hopefully he's okay. Chance to tie the game here. 4.5 to go. It got tipped, and it still went through.
We even partially blocked that. Oh, my gosh.
Seth Small's kick deflected, but ends up
This
crossing
dude cannot kick.
over the crossbar to tie it at 38. You can hear it, too. Let's take a look. It's one of those. It wasn't pretty, but we look good. That's what the coaches are saying there. You don't have to draw a picture on the scorecard. But that one real close there as Florida almost made a game-changing play on extra
Well, that was on Sean Davis, y'all. He bit down so hard and left Marco to try to make up the ground. Marco made a heck of a run, but he should have just swatted instead of tried to catch it. Like, that's, once again, just little mental errors. Like, you idiot. SWAT instead. Like, that's like not wrapping up the tackling. It's like, oh, my goodness. No, you cannot even blame that on Marco, y'all. That was Sean Davis. Sean Davis had deep coverage, and he gave it up. The only reason Marco was anywhere near it because it was a bad ball. That was Sean Davis's fault. That wasn't on Marco. Like, yeah, Marco should have swatted it, but, yo, he almost made a play on it. Davis gave up the big play.
Expect a heavy dose of Kyle Pitts and Kyle Trask here on this drive, but the one problem is
I'd rather our offense have the ball and it be tied, to be honest.
kind of examine his left foot, and his last time out on the field, he was clearly limping.
I'd rather us drain this clock, kick a game-winning kick with McPherson, and get out. Like, get the heck out of there with the W. Shoot. Pitts, you better be good. There you go, Davis. Go, go, go. 20-yard game.
And Davis in one play
Run the clock.
all the way to the 48-yard line.
Each team only has one timeout.
3-yard pickup. Yeah, Davis has been outstanding in the passing game, and most of it, though, as a result of A&M just not being able to get out to the flats. They have hit that play a few different times.
I'm on the record saying our offense is one of the best offenses out there. Our defense it ain't good.
Drive starting play there from the offensive coordinator, Brian Johnson, trying to get his quarterback back in rhythm, regain some momentum on our side of the football. Play fake, Trask looking, now fires.
Yo! Can we run the ball? Run some clock?
A couple of touchdowns last week against Alabama, but is a promising young player up here in the state of Texas. Makes a nice play, 2nd and 10. It's a good one, that's for sure. Jalen Jones got great length, 6'2", so he's going to match up against some of those longer and taller wide receivers that he'll see throughout the SEC. That play right there is really tight coverage.
3:49 left. Can we run some clock?
Florida number 4 was number 3 last
Get a
week.
first down.
Places with Georgia. Gators trying to get to 3.
Thank you. Go, Malik. Oh, you shouldn't.
Texas A&M will have it in Florida territory. The kind of plays you have to make to beat a top 5 team, and A&M is doing that here in the second half.
It'll hold them to a potential field goal, man, if we want a chance.
What Jimbo Fisher told us, he kept pointing out, we got to hit on the long pass plays. We've got to break tackles when we run the ball. We've got to create turnovers.
Either let them score quick
if we don't do those things,
or get a 3-and-out right here. I mean,
just they made the play too. I mean, it's a great job by Buddy Johnson. Man, you got to feel for Malik Davis. He's had such a nice game today. Get a little loose with that football in the left arm and just slips out. And the awaiting Leal grabs a huge play from the Aggie defense. We'll go with Spiller and trying to keep the feet moving. Down to 46. So good job defensively up front by Florida. Amari Birdie, linebacker, coming in there to make the stick. And a gain of 2 yards on first down. And one timeout left for each team during 3 minutes to go here in regulation. Still got your entire offense.
It's all right, Malik. It's not like ball carrying was one of your freaking faults in the first couple of years. You know, like, why was he running the ball and not Pierce?
The guys you trust. There's a pitch to Spiller out of space. Hurdles a defender. Helmet goes flying. Close to a first down. Is the running back Spiller. Trevez Johnson lost his
gotta
leg.
stop him
Will have
here.
to leave for a play.
Stop him here.
It's going to be 3rd down and short.
Stop him
trying
here.
to get right over the ball and snap it. Quarterback sneak for Collins. Appears to have a first down. So much of Texas A&M's run game debate today has been north and south. I mean, only a couple different occasions where they've really tried to secure the edge and get their backs on the perimeter. Really liked that play call a second ago as they pitched it to Spiller on the sweep. Kind of changed the launch point for the defenders who were traditionally chasing the ball in these first 3.5 quarters.
2:30 left.
Second time already this year, Florida's defense has given up over 500 yards of offense. Spiller has 161 on the ground and 2 touchdowns. We'll see if they give it to him here to try to finish the clock. Yep, straight ahead, inside the 35.
All they're going to do is just run it and kick a field goal. Like, that's it. That's all they're going to do, Dan.
In field goal range, Seth Small's career longest 52 would be about a 50-yarder from here.
Almost blocked his extra point. I have faith that we can
They actually had Weidermeyer working from right
almost
to left.
block a game-winning field goal.
They might be able to get Weidermeyer right out into the flat.
If it's
he
long
was
enough.
Wide open right there. They might try to catch Florida off guard, maybe a little misdirection boot if the opportunity presents itself. Here's Spiller again. Wow, what a play backside. The guy that lost his helmet earlier.
That's Johnson.
Showing incredible speed there. A tackle for a loss. Back at the 35-yard line, bringing up 3rd down and long. Man, this is a great shot, number 16 on the.
Johnson, man. Where's that man at effort all game long?
It down. That's the lead speed right there to make a play and force a 3rd and long. Be interesting here to see what Jimbo decides to do. I think you got to throw it. 53-yard field goal attempt or so from here. Approaching a minute to go. 3rd down.
We'll stop him here. It's going to be a game-winning kick. Okay.
On will throw.
Oh my gosh! You're fucking kidding me! All they're doing is slants, man!
They can take it down. They reset the chains. They started the clock. They do have a timeout. Where does your kicker want it?
Absolutely embarrassing.
Right here, I'm Texas A&M. I'm taking a run it a couple times, try to center it on 3rd down and kick it on 4th. They give it to Spiller, and he cuts it back inside the 15. And brought down inside the 10.
I am not surprised. You may as well have pushed them into the damn end zone so we get the ball back.
Touchdown here and get them a chance eventually back. So line it all the way down, depending on what happens. Looks like you don't want to score a touchdown though. You want to kick it with no time remaining. They don't give Florida even a second to work with. That's what Jimbo will do here. We'll call it timeout. 2 seconds to go. Jimbo Fisher, perhaps on the verge of his first win against a top 5 team since he took over the A&M program, and his senior quarterback, Kellen Mond, along with sophomore running back Isaiah Spiller, were the difference makers offensively. In the second half, remember they got down. It was 28-17. They made all kinds of mental errors, bad penalties, but they overcame those. And now 2 seconds away from victory. Tremendous resilience. I mean, they've hung in there. The offensive line answered the challenge. Kellen Mond was so
all the kickers got to do is just lift it up, man. It's like a 35-yard kick. It's even that long. The ball inside the 10.
So in control. Yep. Give this team a chance. Congratulations to that young man for giving them a chance. Now, the short field goal away.
Embarrassing.
A massive win for Jimbo Fisher in the Aggie program. That's why they gave it a first things first, 26.
Absolutely embarrassing.
Yard try for Seth Small.
Absolutely embarrassing.
To win the game for Texas A&M.
26-yard attempt for the win. That wasn't supposed to happen.
Those nervous Aggie fans can take a breath. Jimbo Fisher has done it, beat a top 5 team. It hands Florida its first loss of the season. First top 5 home win in 18 years for Texas A&M as a program.
Fucking hate Jimbo Fisher.
Coach Jimbo Fisher, Coach Fisher, your team doing something today that they have not done before. A win over a top 5 team. As you cross the field with that win in your hand, how important was it for you?
Very important, because you got to learn to win these. You got to learn to not play the scoreboard and play every play. Relentless competitor, win your space. The scoreboard takes care of itself. And I can't say enough. People doubt them. We deserve some of it. but we had a very good football team and a heck of a program.
You speak about doubt. There was a moment where things were
110,000%
unraveling for your group. But How did they get it
Todd
back
Grantham
together and
fault.
finish so well?
Good job. Won't unravel just for having impatience. You can't be impatient. You got to play this game. You can't cheat the game. The game makes you play it, and we play it today.
Kellen Mond has taken his fair share of criticism. How do you describe that young man's performance?
And I'm saying, yeah, he's had some mistakes. Every quarterback does. Let me tell you something. He's the reason we're winning football games. There's a lot of these guys. It's been awesome, man. It's been awesome.
Coach, your defense had to get some crucial stops against a very high-powered offense. How important was that for your defense?
We had the chance to pull away, and the crowd noise got to our offense, and they didn't score that drive, shanked the punt. A&M took momentum.
How hard was it to
Get a stop, tie the dang game,
I've never seen you play better.
and we fumbled the ball away from Malik Davis.
But, you know, we had our ups and downs in this game, and I just want everyone to keep their composure and continue to fight. And the defense was, you know, able to come up with a big-time stop to give us the ball back. So, I mean, it's a full team win playing full 4 quarters.
It's not the offense, man. I mean, do you really – we have the potential to, but, like, our defense got to get a stop. You can't expect this offense to score a touchdown every time they touch the fucking ball. Over 500 yards of offense again. Average like over 7 yards of play.
Let's take a look at today's more driven moments.
Slant, slant, slant. Deep post. Slant, 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 slant. Power left, power left, power left. Are you fucking kidding me?
Johnson, the senior from Dallas, and then the short field goal after A&M moved it down the field, and the Gatorade bat for Jimbo's first win against a top 5 team here at A&M. What a performance by Kellen Mond, a guy making his 37th start, plays one of the best games of his career. College football scoreboard is coming up next, and it's Arkansas and Auburn. For Holly Rowe, Greg McElroy, our entire crew, I'm Dave Patch. So long from Texas A&M with the Aggies takedown number 4.
ESPN thanks you for watching this presentation of the Southeastern Conference.
Well, that sucked. That sucked. Holy crap. That sucked. Oh my gosh. We tie the game, and they have the ball, and we get a fumble, and we get it, and we just cough it. Go. I lost for words. Season ain't over, y'all. All right. Goal hasn't changed. Win the East, get to Atlanta, beat Bama. Season ain't over, but this defense is terrible. Todd Grantham. I can't even, like, there are no words except for just that loss is on him. Just like the Georgia loss last year. You're so stubborn, and your team just ain't out there executing, man. Like, Trask had a couple bad throws, but it's can't really blame anyone on the offense. This was the defense, man. Scored 38 points on the road. It's usually good enough to win you a game. That was, I agree, Brothers Keeper. I agree. That's what separates Bill Belichick, Nick Saban from people like Todd Grantham. I'm not even going to put that on Mullen because Mullen's an offensive dude. That was the defense's fault. Like, offense got rattled, yeah, on that one possession. Like I said, I mean, we, only didn't get a touchdown like 3-4 times our offense gets the ball and only like 2 possessions do they not get points. That's not the offense's fault. Like, yeah. Man, I hate losing, but man, I hate Jimbo Fisher and I hate Nick Saban. I hate Jimbo because he was Florida State's coach and he won a title. And yeah, God, it wasn't supposed to happen. No, I mean, we don't even deserve to call ourselves DBU after the 3 games that we've had this year. Like, honestly, it's terrible. It's embarrassing. It's pathetic. It's an absolute insult to this elite offense that we have to have a defense that's equally as bad. And damn, we need to change, Need to fix that defense. All I need to say, because yeah. LSU's losing to Mizzou at the moment. Well, honestly, I'd rather LSU win this week so we can beat them next week. But hey, this has just been a bad sports day for Gator fans. Anyways, go ahead and leave you with my sign off. Signing off, y'all. If you haven't hit the thumbs up button, hit that thumbs up button. If you're not subscribed, turn on subscriptions. Turn on post notifications. So when I go live, you can follow me streaming. But yeah. Defense needs work. I'm going to have a video on that later this week. So subscribe. Thumbs up, y'all. Yeah. It's rough, but in all kinds of weather, we all stick together, man. We need to change on defense. See y'all.